Alrighty, it's time for Battlefield 1, which it's actually been quite a long time, so that's a bit of a shocker. Be sure to like the video, subscribing's great, consider becoming a channel member, that's great as well. And there's a horse over there. And Patreon option if you prefer that instead. The Discord to get the stream alerts. And there's an Amazon store affiliate link if you're into that, use the link. Also a thanks to Steve from the last stream, who did a donation over the PayPals. If you do that kind of thing, you guys gotta let me know if you want, you know, recommendation. If you want recognition, you just, yeah, give me a heads up when I'm streaming, otherwise, you know, I'm always not always checking the phone, but I do appreciate it nonetheless, so. There it is. Unless you want it to be a not mentioned kind of thing, which is, I can do that too, but. We have lost objective butter. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Let's get down to it. Battlefield 1, but with a side of the death of Xbox? I don't know if there, actually, was there any news today? I'm kind of thinking about it. Was there anything crazy today about the death of the Xbox? I think it was mostly just more speculation, honestly. More chatter. More rumors. Was there a mention that there was one other game coming to PlayStation from Xbox that nobody said yet? All I know is apparently they're not giving the one exclusive everybody wants to port over to PlayStation. And that's Redfall. Is this game still alive? Of course it is. Ooh, we're getting some performance drops. I don't like that on the stream thing. Yeah. This game never dies. Battlefield 1 is still highly popular. It does extremely well. It does extremely well. Yeah, one sec. I'm gonna fiddle around with this. I'm gonna fiddle around with this. Oh, YouTube recommends I use a certain level of stream mode, does it? Like YouTube recommends a lot of things. Okay, let's trudge onwards. Hopefully this fixes it. Anyways, we're fresh out of our Helldivers and our Foam Stars experience to be doing this, so this is fun. Yeah, I guess we literally haven't done this since like the summer. We used to do it pretty regularly, but in the older games, a little harder to get people on board with watching them, so we don't do them as often. But yeah, Battlefield 1 is always a favorite here. As we gear up for the SuperbOwl tomorrow. Yeah, that looks like it fixed it. Good. I'm glad I was able to fix that. Okay, we're back in the game, guys. Let's go here. Release the Kraken. That's nice, Jim Ryan. That's nice. Peak Battlefield? Well, the Battlefield series, you know, it's had its ups and downs. It was sort of growing really largely to the Battlefield 3 era. Battlefield 4 took it to that next level. Bad Companies were also pretty popular in there. And yeah, actually, you know what? Battlefield 1 probably was the peak of the series. And then it's on a decline. But who knows, maybe the next big premium Battlefield experience, which I guess is now going to be like, I think October, November 2025. Should be a big one, or at least it's going to be their attempt to resurrect the series. Will it work? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Arcane? Yeah, no, I haven't watched Arcane Season 1. I've heard it's good, but I'm not really a League of Legends player. Although I'm really trying to find some time to play that Song of Nunu game on the Xbox. It's really lovely, and I want to kind of have a little bit of a day to sit there and just go through it. What else is there? Yeah, I think there's like another game I've been wanting to have like a day to sit there and work on it. Yeah. But who will win the SuperbOwl tomorrow? That's what I want to know. Will it be Taylor Swift leading her team to victory? To think Like a year ago today, Taylor Swift didn't even play in the NFL, and now she's like the most valuable player. Coming in to rally the team all the way to the SuperbOwl. It's a true underdog story. They should make a movie out of it. Or like a documentary. That would be exciting. VR will become mainstream ever? Someday, theoretically. I don't know. They'll keep trying it. It's definitely not mainstream now. I don't know. Look. VR is interesting. It's cool. And ow! I think a lot of people like VR or like the idea of VR, but like technically VR has to be really cool, really cost effective, really something like just a regular person can pick up and be crazed about. It would have to have like a Wii level of like hotness to it. And I don't know if VR has that in the current era. I hear somebody yelling. Oh, somebody tried to gut me. I think my teammate killed him, so that's good. I'm gonna keep shooting at that horse. No, I got shot by that guy. But like, I don't... It's hard to say. I don't know if VR will become mainstream anytime soon. I don't think the current iterations of it will be mainstream. I don't believe that will be the case. Yeah. Am I betting on the Taylor Swifties? I don't bet on either team. I don't really care about football enough, to be honest. I might watch some of it, see like the halftime thing, or you know, some of the commercials, but yeah, I don't really. I don't have a horse in the race that is the SuperbOwl. It's more of just like a cultural event that you like tune into to kind of get a vibe check for it. Who knows? Maybe I'll be bored tomorrow and I'll watch a bit of it. You know, there's always all this stuff going on, right? All this stuff going on. Well, the PSVR 2 has really good specs in it. That's why it's so expensive. The art direction. Yeah, this is something I think Battlefield kind of lost a little bit at some point, is like in these ones. It's sort of, I think they call it like a 5-second rule or something like that, where there's always got to be something eye-catching or interesting happening around every like 5 seconds or so. Maybe it's 7 seconds, I don't know. But like this game has like a very, even when you're just moving around and looking around, it's got like a very cinematic, sort of action-packed vibe to it. I think 2042, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of walking. If that makes sense, like there's a lot of like empty space in that game, and there's a lot of like not going on. Like you can have empty space and it'll work for a video game, but there needs to be something happening within that space that keeps it intriguing and whatnot. And I think this one hasn't. I think Battlefield 5, it's not quite as effective. And then yeah, 2042 I think really just kind of lost that sense of like something action happening, something interactive happening, something eye-catching happening. This game just kind of nails that that craziness. Also the dreariness of war, and you know, we don't get a lot of World War I games, so it is interesting when they do choose to do them. We don't get a lot of World War I games because the guns and the weaponry of World War II is much more interesting and much more complex. And obviously World War II is a much more evil war, and you know, it's a lot easier to do like decorative, like microtransactional things with World War II. Like there's a lot of reasons why World War II is typically chosen over one. So it was interesting that they were able to make this one work so well. Because I also think it's the peak sales in the franchise, if I'm not mistaken, overall. Apple VR videos. Well, again, it's the Apple Vision. It's an AR machine. It's augmented reality. It's not VR to my knowledge. So like AR is when a computer puts stuff in your world. VR transports you to another world. Is the big difference between the two. And I think a lot of people kind of confuse the two a lot. But from what I understand, the Apple Vision is a AR machine, which is augmented reality. Whereas like something like Oculus and whatnot would be VR or kind of a hybrid. Some of them are called AR/VR because they do like functionally both. Jesus fucking holy. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of the thing on that one. But a lot of pictures and so the Apple headset does do both. I haven't seen anyone do any VR with the Apple headset. I've only seen like AR pictures and stuff where people are like putting things in their environment. I haven't seen anything VR with it yet. That is intriguing. I guess I'd have to look into it, but I'm just not that intrigued by Apple's specific take on it. Like, it looks cool, and it's an Apple product, so it's gonna have like, you know, the frenzies, or the frenziness of basically, you know, the Apple fans and all the crazy pictures and stuff. Does it actually do VR? I haven't seen any VR stuff for that headset at all. Favorite multiplayer? It's just Halo 3, man. It's just Halo 3. It's not deeper than that. So hey, Caleb. Yeah. Well, the thing is like Apple stuff usually gets things pretty mainstream and going, but it's a little hard for me to see Apple making a $3,500 US headset like a mainstream kind of thing, if that makes sense. Like I get, you know, you're not supposed to doubt Apple in regards to their products. You know, obviously iPhone and, you know, Apple Watch has become its own, like it basically is the tech watch. And I guess there were people that used to mock the AirPods, because I always thought the AirPods made a lot of sense to me, but some people are like, oh, why would you want to put twigs in your ears or something? And I was like, I don't think I ever heard that at all, because I have been reading a little bit about Apple's headset to a degree, mostly about like the weight and everything like that. But yeah, some people are like, oh, you know, people have made fun of Apple for all this stuff, and I was like, I don't remember people making fun of the AirPods. Like, you know, like I use the AirPods, they're great. I've had them for I think a couple months now. But like, to me, they were just wireless earbuds. So that's like, you know, that's something they already did, right, back in the day with their headphones and whatnot. So I was like, I don't remember anyone making fun of it, but maybe the people were. But I was just like, yeah, that's just the evolution of you know, like headsets, earbuds. It just makes sense to make them wireless, but I guess that was made fun of. But Apple Watch 2, it's a tech watch, so I get that one. The VR headset, the Apple Vision, though, I find a little harder to believe as being an accessible thing, because it's so expensive, right? $3,500 US. To me, it really comes across as still a niche product. And I don't think people are going to run out to buy the headsets like this. Like a phone makes sense. You use a phone for everything, but I don't know, it just seems pricey to me and a little out of touch with the regular market, especially when we're like looking at I believe a deep recession. We've been talking about that for a while. I don't know. Maybe not this iteration, but maybe future ones will become more mainstream, but I just don't see it taking off. Still, like, same with, because when I first looked at VR headsets when they were first coming out again, because, you know, the VR has been done many times throughout the decades in different forms and whatnot. And at that time, my thought was cost. And now VR headsets are like really quite affordable and subsidized, like Facebook basically, or Meta, their parent company. But they're still not like mainstream. Like they're selling better, but they're still not like a common thing. And I don't know. I just don't see them fully taking off.
We have lost objective.
Yeah. They got it working with Steam VR. But does it actually, like, is it actually VR, or is it just AR and it runs VR stuff? I'm gonna have to look at this further. Well, there was that Disney demo for Disney. Yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe I have seen it in VR, because there was the Disney Theater where you were in like a theater room and it was running, unless that was like an Oculus demonstration, but I think that was for the Vision. I don't know, it's just, to me, it's very like cost prohibitive to get these headsets. And then it's the other thing of like, I think at the end of the day, people don't love having things on their heads for extended periods of times and computing stuff, but I don't know. Maybe Apple will be the one that cracks it and makes it more mainstream, which I think would be probably the worst case scenario for VR stuff or AR stuff, because Apple is such a walled garden, which doesn't really leave room for much creativity, third-party stuff, or even like mods. And I guess I shouldn't say mods, but people being creative, making things, adding stuff to the ecosystem is a little harder. So Apple creating a walled AR VR garden, I think, would be like the worst case scenario I could think of, but yeah, they are successful in their ways usually, so that would be interesting. Yeah. But yeah, I was more excited for VR when it was first coming out, and over time I've only got less interested in it. I was very interested in the PSVR too, and then I just kind of lost interest in it because of the lack of backward compatibility, and I think even PlayStation's kind of forgotten about their VR headset too. I guess in the last State of Play they had like a couple VR games, but I think those headsets are mostly waiting for that big attention-grabbing game. Like the biggest one we've had was Half-Life Alyx, and I don't think that one was like a... Like it was critically very successful, but I don't know if it was like a massive seller or had people running out to get VR headsets. Is Valve still even doing VR stuff? Yeah. Well, Jim Ryan, your mother would be surprised about Xbox ending. I mean, you know, she's so proud of you for finishing off the other platform. But death of Xbox news? Again, the only big thing would be, like, I guess there was another chat about another game coming from Xbox to another platform that people haven't guessed yet. And I'm trying to think of, like, what that would be. Because you gotta remember, for porting too, it has to make sense. It has to be something, like, recent that would make money in that. And it's like... Forza? I think Forza is the only one I haven't seen somewhat blatantly be like, oh yeah, it's coming over to PlayStation, so... I don't know. It's weird. But my other big shocking thing is I'm surprised Xbox didn't move their business meeting chat up to like Friday or something, because it would have gotten buried under the Super Bowl news. Usually companies are a little bit more clever, and you want to like bury the news cycle as best as you can, and yeah, it would have been smart to try to sneak that out in front of the Super Bowl, because then, you know, people in America and stuff wouldn't really be talking about the death of Xbox. They would just be focused on the Super Bowl. So that was interesting. You know what else is interesting, guys? Liking the stream. Subscribing's great. Donations, cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting. The Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chat at great times, and the Amazon store affiliate link if you're into that. OwenGamerHeadquarters.com. I write stuff on the on my site sometimes. What I really want to do is play more of that Call of Duty Horde Point mode. Kind of fun. I like Horde mode. MLB, yeah, it's gonna be on Game Pass again. Keep in mind, you know, it's not PlayStation wanting to put that on Xbox. That's the MLB League forcing them to put it on other platforms, or threatening to pull the license. Oh, did you guys see the Star Wars 25th anniversary poster for Episode 1? 25 years. And they snubbed Jar Jar on the poster. I couldn't believe it. Shame is what it is. Shame. Everybody likes Jar Jar. I heard he's a true hero. When enough players are ready. I think everyone's ready, isn't it? Aren't they? Ooh, this lobby's kind of dying out a little bit. 49. Yeah, I'll probably fill up. We're just at the beginning. If it empties more, we'll just go find another lobby. Tons of lobbies of this game, so there's always other options. To battle! It's so cinematic. I'll open this like we're shooting an E3 video, trying to present how awesome and wild this game is. Whoa, look at that draw distance, the mountains, the crazy action, the planes flying overhead, the lighting. some combat. There's something about text on your screen being like, this game will blow your mind. It's so cinematic. I could definitely make E3 trailers. If that was a thing still. We've got to raise the flag in the San Rocco Church. Where am I getting shot from? An AA gun? It's not even pointed over here, is it? That's weird. Yeah. What PC should you buy? Well, you should kind of make your own PC, I would think, would be the best one. Is the Xbox business update going to be like a live stream? I don't think it's gonna be like a big... I am curious because I see some comments from people about it. What do you guys think this announcement from Xbox is gonna be, right? Like, do you think it's gonna be like a big conference thing or something? Like, it'll probably be like a brief 2-minute video where like Phil Spencer or somebody above him comes out and is like, we've seen you had some questions about the future of Xbox. Let's clarify our direction today. Remember that our goal at Xbox is to inspire and to reach more people and to get the hands of games and more gamers around the globe. But don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you, Xbox users. And while this might seem like we're taking away every single thing that makes this platform have any sense of value in the slightest, that's right, more of your precious exclusives are going to other platforms like PlayStation and Nintendo, because here at Microsoft, we're greedy. We may be the #1 company in the world right now, but if there's more money to be made, we need to get our hands on it. Especially at the expense of the people that have been keeping this brand alive through the 10 years of failure that I, Phil Spencer, have been delivering. It'll be something like that, but you know, they'll sugarcoat it and they'll make it sound really cool. Something about how it's good for you guys, and blah blah blah. I'm sure it'll have like a whole speech thing set up. Yeah. It's not gonna be like a big live stream conference. It's literally gonna be like a 2-minute kind of thing, if that. I'm just surprised it's not like an Xbox Wire, like just a written article that they're posting on the site. Yeah. I mean, have they even said it's gonna be like a video? Didn't they just say it's gonna be like a business update? It might literally just be like an article post and you kind of read it yourself, and then Phil Spencer does like a tweet about it. Yeah, it might not even be like a video or anything. It might just literally be like a news article. Well, this map is the one most people like. Yeah. What about 2042? This is Battlefield 1. This is historical COD. Yeah. Anyways, it probably isn't even good. It could literally just be like an article they write. Well, that sucks on the Xbox Wire or something. It might not even be deep enough for like a video. But I was seeing some comments on the channel where some people were like expecting this to be like a big live stream press conference thing. If it is a big live stream press conference thing where a bunch of them like stand there and talk from behind chairs, I'd be like, oh, this is echoing the Dreamcast. It would be funny if they do a whole production thing, though, where they shoot in front of a green screen, and yeah. But I don't think they've actually, like, specifically said how they're delivering it. It's just that it's next week as well. I think most people have it in their minds that it's going to be Monday morning. It could very well be, like, Friday. I hope they do it on Valentine's Day just for the lulz. And, like, not even realize that they did it on Valentine's Day and just be like, oh, God. Let's just put it this way. Xbox isn't very good at, like, marketing or PR stuff or really selling consoles. They're not good at a lot. They're good at buying stuff, but they're not really good at, like, or hitting release schedules or making sure the games are well polished or delivering to fan expectations. They're not very good at being in the gaming industry. Yeah, they're not very good at that at all. They are good at disrupting the industry, I guess, but They have good hardware, but the games typically tend to run better on other platforms despite a huge performance gap, but that's because there's not enough consoles being sold. But at least I think we know that Xbox has like roughly 27 million console sales, so could be worse. I thought it was a bit worse. I mean, we're kind of doing rough estimates based on like the Take-Two stock meeting thing. They said there's 77 million current gen consoles. We know there's at least 50 million PlayStation. Maybe there's like 52 million PlayStations sold. But I think the PS5 50 million console sale number was pretty recent. It's a good question. It is, yeah. But that's the Series X and the S together. Maybe the Series S was a mistake. I don't know. This is a perplexing situation. The only thing I do really know, though, is that Xbox is not gonna text me in the middle of the stream telling me it's all gonna be okay. Yeah. I do know that. They've always been the underdogs. But they're owned by the biggest company. Yeah. Well, I think Halo would probably be the last to get moved over. You're not tech savvy, so you wouldn't know what you'd be doing buying a PC. Oh, well then you should just get like a pre-built and try to get something in your price range. Try not to cheap out on your CPU, because a lot of people do. You know, go for a NVIDIA graphics card. God damn it. It's really hard to conquer hell, honestly. It's actually kind of funny because I think Phil Spencer himself has better PR than the brand of Xbox does overall. There's something very odd about that concept. I guess that would be my goal, kind of running Xbox, would to like insulate yourself as a PR figure that people really like, and then you can kind of do anything you want. I was debating though. I watched the one movie guy I occasionally watch. He did like a video about if he ran the Oscars, and I was like, I could do that, but if I ran Xbox as a video, that might be entertaining. Yeah, especially as I'm so out of video ideas for stuff to film. I'm like, that might make for a fun video. Got some other video ideas. I don't know. To be honest though, I just want to go and play some Tomb Raider. And I've got Tomb Raider Classic right now, remastered, but you know, streaming, doing videos, it's like I want to play Tomb Raider. The dating progress, I have had no time to deal with that right now. You know, got the Tomb Raider here, and instead I'm working, showing you guys stuff. Laura Croft. Yeah, no dating stuff. I haven't had a moment. This whole death of Xbox thing has completely sent my schedule into like a twirling twist of madness. I haven't had a moment to get on those. It's always like the least important thing I have going on is dealing with the dating apps. If there's anything else going on, I just shove the dating stuff out of the way and I just go, eh. It's really weird how it's something I need to work on, but I'm so disinterested in it. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I couldn't be bothered, but at the same time I'm like, yeah, I should probably get on this and get this out of the way. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's going great, but I'd say it's more of a lack of interest. I guess my current interest in the dating apps is about the same as people that went to go watch the Marvels in theaters. So it's, yeah.
Lost objective butter.
Yeah. Next 2025 confirmed. Well, I had to like 2024 pegged for a Battlefield because I'm like, it's been so long, and they were saying they wanted to get one out every 2 years. And it's been like years and years and years, like by the time 2025 comes out, like, you know, that's a long time away. But yeah, so EA at their most recent investor call, because if you guys don't know, like a lot of companies, like this is the end of like the fiscal year and stuff, like fiscal reporting and everything. So like a lot of the companies are sending out, you know, their information, their expectations, where everything is going, you know, what their plans are for making money over the next year and a couple of years beyond. And basically EA said they're aiming for their next big Battlefield game to be in 2025. And they're gonna they're aiming to revitalize the franchise and really get like a big release kind of behind it. So yeah, the current assumption is that 2025 is the next Battlefield based on, well, it's their projected next release for Battlefield. So probably the fall, October, November 2025, yeah. So pretty far off, but it's on their minds. So what are we missing here? We have A. Are we just waiting for the next position to go over, or what? Oh no, we haven't fully taken B. Got it. Oh, okay.
We have taken objective butter.
We've taken objective butters.
We have lost objective apples.
Not the same. Huh. God damn it. So yeah, 2025. I know, pretty exciting, right? Gotta wait forever for a new Battlefield game. Because I was always going for the 2-year thing, was from an earlier investor meeting they did where they're like, yeah, we want to pump out these Battlefields every couple of years. And now they're like, yeah, we gotta rethink about our strategy, and we're gonna get all these assets and everything going for this new one, and we're just kind of waiting for that. But I think they've also learned that Battlefield just isn't Call of Duty, and I guess they just can't get those out at a capacity that COD does. They just don't have the capability for it. And even if they did, they can't compete at the numbers COD gets. And I'd be pretty worried about the status of Battlefield if this next one doesn't take off, because EA might be thinking they need to take longer gaps or just kind of let the franchise sit for a while. Let's wait and see. Gerardi's lower cottage. I think we're gonna lose. Oh, damn it. I'm having a hard time getting over this line, eh? This looks like love won't be on time. I don't think if there's any other big things. There was Disney's shareholder meeting thing, which was hilarious. Because the head guy... So right now, if you guys don't know, Disney is trying to fight off, like, basically like a bit of a hostile takeover of the board. Like, these activist groups are trying to run by somebody that was at Disney that got, like, ousted and isn't happy. Basically, it's a bunch of, like, ancient-ass dudes fighting over Disney because they just want to have the prestige of running it and owning it. So the current guy is trying to fend those guys off by being like, video games, yeah, this is a big sector that we can no longer ignore, and they threw 1.5 billion into Fortnite. Well, Epic. So they're gonna have, you know, like Lego has a Lego world, it's gonna be like a Disney type world in there, which I think could be a massive success. But just like the irony, basically, of this guy that's running Disney being like, oh, games are like a big thing, you know, we should definitely keep our eyes on that. And he's like the dude that shut down Disney Interactive several years back, saying it wasn't worth it and stuff. It's just kind of funny and silly. And then they just announced a whole bunch of sequels to like please the board and be like, you know those movies that made us money? Well, we're making sequels for all of them. Haha. At least we're finally getting Zootopia too. So that's a good thing. Yep. Papa John's Pizza? What does Papa John's Pizza have to do with anything? The thingy on the field was that next to the thing? What? What are you talking about? The thingy on the field was next to the thing? I don't even understand what that means. Also miss the grand scale that Battlefield used to have. I feel like 2482 doesn't have that. What a mess up that game was. Oh well. Anyways, it should be cool if we get some neat Super Bowl commercials tomorrow. Obviously, the government of Canada likes to fuck us, so we don't get to see the American commercials anymore. It was great that our government capped off cell phone costs, but cell phone costs and internet costs are raising regardless, and the company that runs that stuff is laying off like 9% of their workforce, so despite record profits, so you know, our government is totally not useless at all. Anyways. Haha. Funny, funny, funny. But yeah, they force us to have Canadian commercials during the Super Bowl now, so it kind of takes away a lot of the fun of watching it, to be honest. Even if you watch an American feed, they shove Canadian commercials in, it's like a joke. Man, we really cannot seem to capture this guy's cottage. I don't see what the problem is, it's just the cottage too. I will save you. This is a terrible spot. Did we get it? Oh, we got it, yo. Oh, no, I'm dead. A slow start in 2024? What are you talking? A slow start? 2024 has been huge for gaming. Pal World is like literally the #2 all-time concurrent game on Steam. We've had JRPGs just breaking records. Like a Dragon, over 1 million sales. Persona 3 Reload, over 1 million sales. What was that other JRPG? I think Grand Blue is like the most successful in its franchise, although I think it's only like the second one. I don't get... The Grand Blue did really well. Prince of Persia got great reviews. Tekken got great reviews. Tekken's breaking its own records. I think Tekken had over 1 million sales too. What are you talking about, man? This is like the fucking one of the craziest starts for a video game year we've ever had. It's wild. Things are off to the races. The Xbox platform looks like it's imploding on itself. Just, you know, there was Foam Stars. That was a game. No, but seriously, like, what do you mean? This year's been like hopping. Like this is a wild start to the year. We're seeing like niche game franchises really break mainstream. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Whether you like it or not, The Last of Us Remastered was well received by people. It was a little overshadowed by Pal World, but yeah, no, this year's off to like a crazy start. Absolutely crazy. And everything's been really critically well received too, like a Dragon, Tekken, and Grand Blue well reviewed. All the three of those very well reviewed. Same with The Last of Us was well reviewed, and yeah, this year is popping for gaming. And that's usually, you gotta keep in mind too, like January, February are usually pretty dead gaming months, but now they're really strong start. Mint Mobile commercials? Are they? I don't know, I don't watch a lot of old people commercials, but Mint, I don't know if I see a lot of Mint Mobile. Huh. Yeah, no more exclusivity for Xbox stuff means there's no point in owning it. That's very true. Battlefield 1 still looking good. It's 4K 60, man. I mean, holds up well. Same with the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty World War II, right? You know, run at like 4K 60. They're gonna look good. I am under the firm belief though that like a good-looking video game will always be a good-looking video game. You play Halo Combat Evolved in its original style, you bump it up to 4K, it's beautiful. You play like Wolfenstein 3D, or Doom, the original Doom, those games still look really good. I mean, to a degree you need to like bump up the resolution quality for some of these games, but the art style, like a good-looking game aesthetically will always be a good-looking game. Oh god, where am I? Am I like way off the battle zone? Oh no, I'm on the edge. Jump! No, I was right there! Oh, god damn it, I didn't desert. Stop wasting planes, Zero. Yeah, Zero, if you don't know how to fly, get out of there. Why would Xbox name themselves Sega? Yeah, but I mean, you can't say a blanket statement like it's a slow year in gaming when like it's just games you're not interested in. It's a huge year in gaming. We're off to a great start. There's gonna be crazy ass games releasing. We've got a super strong selection of titles releasing throughout the year that we know of. There's gonna be surprises too that come out. We're off to a great start, honestly. Just a great selection of games. And they're all very well received, and they're all selling well, and yeah, no, it's a great start to the year for gaming. As I said prior, I think we're gonna have just as good of a year as we did last year for games. There was a lot of good stuff last year. This area always sucks to take. It's such an awkward corridor. Kind of surprised we're the ones with the tank in here, but it's working for us. That's why I never really got the thing. Like obviously frame rates make a game feel better and stuff, but I think resolution goes miles for people's eyes, because that's usually the first thing people catch. Because wasn't it Phil Spencer that was like something about frame rates are what we're focusing on for backwards compatibility, because they were doing FPS boost. He's like, frame rates are what we're focusing on because it makes the game feel better. And it's like, yeah, that's true. But I do think if they did resolution bump ups, that would help sell older games. Because one of the big complaints I get on videos for like those 360 games is, oh, this looks so bad. So it's also why a lot of games 4K 30 is the main mode. It's just because a lot of people are more eye candy oriented.
Half of our forces remain.
Yeah, it's weird they never did 360 game resolution bump ups this gen. They obviously could, because they did it for Gears 3 and stuff, but that was always very strange to me. I mean, hell, they invented 1440p resolution bumps for, like, literally one game. Well, actually, no, Series S, they got all those games run at 1440 instead of 4K. Maybe it's just too demanding. I think it's probably just too demanding. Dragon's Dogma, yeah, we got Dragon's Dogma, Rise of Ronin. There's so many games. So many games. Which Halo? Which Halo for what? Yeah. Pal World is best world? You're damn right. Xbox is just getting started on other platforms. It is. It's just getting started on other platforms. Ah! No, but there's so many good games right now. It's last year was so what happened was, like, you know, there was always games set to come out in these years, but then there was all these games that kept getting delayed because of COVID, to the point where it's like they have to start releasing these games. So we've just got this backlog of huge games that are finally coming out like a year or two after when they were first set to come out, on top of all the games scheduled to come out at this time. And it's a cluster of games for 2023, 2024. And as long as production doesn't get like messed up between games, or the economy and whatever in the gaming industry doesn't like totally collapse, we should have like a really steady selection of games coming for theoretically ever going forward, as long as there's no weird backup thing. It's not quite like the movie industry where, you know, you have like a strike or something, the whole industry stops working. It's the gaming, you just kind of keep trucking along and making stuff. So it's been steady. I guess the big issue we'll come into, and we already kind of saw a little bit of in the tail end of last year, is too many big releases too close together, so they have to delay them in order to find a spot that's a little quieter for them. Because that did happen. A lot of games got delayed out of 2023. Not because they weren't ready, but just purely to get a quieter release schedule. Save your life? Oh, why can't I save that guy? And your life? I'll throw myself a health pack. I'm just a medic. I just save lives, guys. What can I say? You know, there's no fancy skull coming on the screen. Or skull. Voice message thing being like, over revive. Triple revive. As Dusk Falls. I don't know if they owned As Dusk Falls. Well, again, frame rate is great. I'm not saying frame rate is a bad thing. I enjoy higher frame rate games. But I'm just saying from like an aesthetic standpoint, People like things that look better. And I see a lot of comments on older videos of games running on Series X
Objective butter.
where people have bought a game and they're like, oh, it doesn't look very good.
We have taken objective apple.
Vuoi che ti rimetta i sesti?
It's new games coming out where I get the complaints about people wanting higher frame rates. And then it's older games that I get the complaints from people being like, it doesn't look very good. So I was saying it would have been better to spend some more time resolution bumping older games because that would have sold more. Rundown on Xbox news. My Xbox Series X imploded yesterday because it couldn't handle the depression. The depression of you guys not liking the stream. Subscribing is great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times. There's also the Amazon store affiliate link if you're into that kind of thing. As Dusk Falls. Yeah, again, I'd have to look at the legality on that one.
Objective butter.
But I think that one was kind of like Cuphead, where it's sort of like Xbox is kind of paying for this, they're publishing it, but they don't like own it. You get what I mean? Like, they own Ori, and they moved that to like the Switch and stuff. They didn't own Cuphead, they just kind of, it was a big publishing thing. So As Dusk Falls, I think, was similar to Cuphead, as my understanding, is they don't own As Dusk Falls, but they published it.
We are being reinforced with an airship.
Yeah, from my understanding. The success of a Christian gaming studio? Like a religious studio? Like they're like a religious studio and they're successful? I mean, I don't really
Flame trooper kit.
care what their backdrops are and stuff. I just kind of care. I mean, any game studio is doing good is good because then there's more games for me to play and cover and enjoy. I don't really care about the backdrops of gaming companies. Yeah, I could really honestly give a shit less about who's behind the game and more about like what they produce. You know, is it something that interests me and whatnot. Like honestly, I think the gaming is a little different from the movie industry because it's a little bit less about who's directing and stuff. Like when you're doing, you know, like a movie, it's sort of like, okay, who's the director, who's the writer, because that influences it. And you get that to a degree with games, but gaming, there's so many people that like have little touches on games, you don't really learn who they are. So you know very, very few people in the industry. It's like, you know, Hideo Kojima, obviously, you know that name, and there's, you know, a few other directors that you would know, and game, I don't know, they have different names, studio heads. Like, there's very, very few that you actually know of in gaming. Whereas in movies, I think to a lesser degree TV shows, that's a little bit more known for those things. Who is the creative, like people behind it? But like, yeah, in gaming, there's very, very few times where I'm kind of like, oh my god, yes, I can't wait, this person's like making a game. Like, you look Remedy, like Sam Lake, you know, anything that guy puts out, I'm gonna be excited about. Or the guy that did BioShock, was it Levine or something like that? You know, that guy always, whenever he puts something out, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm interested in what he's doing. But like, if they're like a Christian game studio, I probably 99.9% of the time I wouldn't know if they were even a Christian gaming studio, and I wouldn't really care either. Like, not in a negative or a positive way, I just would be completely indifferent to who's putting it together. It's more about like, how good is this game? Is this thing interesting to me? And yeah, so I don't... Good for them if they have success doing that. That's great. Battlefield 1 is more interesting than Helldivers? Helldivers was kind of fun. It got boring though really fast. That game needs to cycle worlds. I was like bored. Like by the end of the... I think it was like the 2 or 3 hour mark on the first stream, I was pretty bored of it. And then yesterday doing it, I was incredibly bored doing Helldivers, but it was a little bit more interesting because I was coming off of Foam Stars, and Foam Stars was like one of the worst things I've ever played, so yeah. Kind of a little bit of a bump of excitement being like, oh, I'm glad this is not Foam Stars. there you go. I guess also for developers, I would only really look into a development studio to learn more about them if there was something about their game that kind of intrigued me. Like for Pal World, I looked into the studio behind Pal World because I was kind of like, this game came out of like almost freaking nowhere. Like, who are these guys? Like, what is their, you know, what's the story here? Actually, speaking of a fun game, which I doubt a Christian group made, but I'm not sure. The Inquisitor, I kind of... Inquisitor, sorry. I want to make, like, I think I want to do a live stream on that game. I don't know if you guys saw my video of it. But it's basically like The Witcher? I think I talked about it on the other stream too, probably. The other day. But basically, you're like a Witcher for Jesus, or Jesus is Witcher, and he gives you, like, Jesus vision, and he gives you visions that are from Jesus. And it's this like alt history. I have a video of it up on the channel. It's hilarious. God damn it, that guy. But alt history where like they pegged Jesus up on the cross and he like got off and he was angry and he started like killing people or something, and it's like it takes place centuries later. And you are invoking the will of Jesus. It's like, think of The Witcher and you're like hunting a vampire, I guess. And it's like, what is this game? And I was just like, huh? There's somebody you get in trouble who's like a guard or something, and you're like, were you begging for me to commit the sin of mercy? And I was like, what is this? It was very, very entertaining. It runs horribly, but that game's got like this really interesting concept to me that I like. I like weird games that are different. I'm always looking for weird games to play. Sorry, my like CPU was spiking there. Dunking Double? Stuffed Oreos with rum and coke. That just sounds odd. Watch Dogs, that's a fun game. Ahead of its time? I don't know if this game was like ahead of its time. It was just sort of a iteration of the Battlefield series. I suppose you could almost say that this is a bit of a return to form or its roots for Battlefield. Like, did this come out around the time that like Battlefield or Call of Duty World War II came out, right? Because World War II was 27. Wasn't this like 2016 or 2017 as well? So I'm just trying to think of like release-wise, because like because Call of Duty World War II was Call of Duty going back to its roots, and then this was World War I, and then World War II followed it with Battlefield 5. I would say this is almost returning to its roots as well, being a historical world, because they went from Modern Warfare to this thing. I don't know what's really, like, what would you consider innovative necessarily about this game? You know, same amount of players, same styles, Battlefield 4 just cleaned up and the historical era and whatnot. Oh, thanks to the donation there, BikeWest. Always appreciate it. Yeah, noobing it up, what can I say? You're dunking, oh, he's dunking Oreos in booze. Well, he's young, he's trying out liquor and stuff for the first time, so yeah. Black Ops 1 had haters. I think people largely nowadays just really don't care necessarily about Black Ops 1 just because they love Black Ops 2 so much. I think Black Ops 1 is a better game out of the two, to be honest. It's got the best zombies in the whole franchise. Oh, and again, speaking of donations, somebody did like a PayPal one the other day, so I kind of gave a shout out to that at the beginning of the stream. But if you guys donate in other ways, you gotta give me a heads up so I can, you know, give you a thanks and stuff like that. Came out the year Infinite Warfare did. Which would have been 2018, right? Like, that's what I was saying, is like this came out around the time as Call of Duty was returning it to its roots, so this one would have been doing about the same. Because they're on different release schedules, right? It's like they're pretty hard for them to match up the eras exactly the same. But I think, yeah, Call of Duty World War II was 2017, and this... What was this? Was this 16? I'm gonna look up the actual dates, or was this 2018? Because I think Infinite Warfare was 18, wasn't it? Sigh, let's break out the numbers again. Okay, so we know Call of Duty Ghosts was 13, 14 was Advanced Warfare, 15 was a Black Ops. So 16 would have been Infinite Warfare, which this one came out alongside, and 17 was Call of Duty World War II. So yeah, they were all rebooting around that time, going back to their old school stuff. Got it. Yeah, I love Black Ops 1. No, but a lot of people, they act like completely indifferent or just not knowledgeable about Black Ops 1 or just not interested in it because they just love Black Ops 2 so much and talk about it so much more. But yeah, I think personally, yeah, I'd say Black Ops 1 maybe the best campaign in like the whole Call of Duty franchise. So well done, well crafted, interesting. And then Zombies, best Zombies of the whole series, and then multiplayer. I would maybe give the edge to Black Ops 2, but the multiplayer is really good for Black Ops 1. I love the style of it and the way they kind of like revamp the classes and everything like that. Very, very well done. Because if you guys aren't familiar with Black Ops 1, they had the party games and they had a bit of a change up for how classes were done in Call of Duty. It was very different at the time. This is quite a change up. Oh, this one goes up, not down. Oops. Also, something I noticed in this game that I like more than the other Battlefields is lots of medical reviving. Like, lots of medics out there, lots of... Almost like there's more teamwork in this one than the other Battlefield games. Like, I think Battlefield 5 has that, and then, like, 2042 barely, like, anyone does reviving or teamwork or anything like that. It's kind of like bodies being thrown at stuff. But this game, there's like usually 70% chance you get revived, at least every life, so.
We have taken objective apples.
God damn it. Ugh.
50 of our soldiers remain.
Halo 2 is disliked at its time. There's still a lot of people that have issues with Halo 2 because of the split narrative. You know, I think even if you go back and you play Halo 2 and you think about that one, you can definitely argue that the Arbiter elements of Halo 2 kind of bog down the story quite a bit. We're going down! Is that like an artillery truck? Wow, like is that anti-air taking our asses out? Black Ops 1. Yeah, Black Ops 1 had a lot of really, really great stuff to it. I think that's why I stand behind that one so well. It's just because I know it's such a well done game all the way across the board. And the twists and turns for that story are just remarkable. I think that maybe also is why Cold War I have such issue with, is it like retreads the first Black Ops and is just so dumb in comparison narrative-wise. It's so weak in comparison. Man, when you first played Black Ops 1, that game had some like trippy ass, crazy like twists and turns to it. Ow. God damn it. 100 service stars in the Fortress gun? That's crazy.
We have taken objective button.
We lost. Do we have any more attacks left? I think we have one more attack, don't we? Nope. We lost? Oh.
One can only speculate what an Austro-Hungarian victory.
We lost the Venetian Alps, guys. I like those
It
Alps.
is possible success could have united the crumbling empire, allowing the Habsburgs to keep control of their countries, races, and ethnicities for at least a few months longer.
God, this game's got great music. Oh, bonjour, there's Arcaster. Ghosts. Like, I really like Ghosts. I think Ghosts has a really good campaign, but the multiplayer spawning, some of the map stuff, some of the weird changes, I definitely get why that one's a little iffy on people. The color palette, too, is very, like, last gen at the time. You really hated Halo 2, I know. I know, Valander. A mistake about Starfield? Again, I don't know how many times we have to go over this week about the death of Xbox. You see 1 or 2 games going over, they're all gonna go over. There's some truth to everything, or it would have been denied. You guys ready for this? What map are we going to next? Can't remember what it was. There's like another game I wanted to sit there and just have an evening playing. I keep running, oh, this Deliver Us Mars I want to do a stream of. I really need to get on that. It's, like, I tried to start doing a video on it. I was like, nah, I want to stream that one. There's like another game I had sitting here where I'm like, I just want to do, like, sit there and kind of work through it. I don't know what it was, though. Oh, this game's hilarious. I wonder if this one has easy achievements. Have you guys seen this game? It's called Beautiful Sakura Volleyball Club. Kato, a determined and amiable young man, decides to explore new hobbies after completing high school. He stumbles upon a volleyball court and soon discovers his innate talent for the sport. As he joins the local volleyball club, he is reintroduced to two old friends, Michiko and Yuki, who used to share a tight-knit friendship with him. It's got some really interesting screenshots to it. I'm like, this is a game about volleyball. Like, what is this? This doesn't even look like a gameplay screenshot. It's like, what the hell? So, 1,000 gamer score in 20 seconds. Wow. Your main character is very respectful playboy who basically has all 3 girls interested in him on the same team. I had to go back to find out the story was fairly deep and personal. Okay. Well, I should at least get achievements for this at some point. Beautiful Sakura Volleyball Club. This next round starting. God, this game, way too much downtime between matches. I am live streaming until the end of Xbox. Oh, that's so much work. I don't get enough views to sit here and do like a 24/7 Xbox dying cast. There's just not value in it. Anyways, be sure to like the video. Subscribing's great. Donations cool. Consider becoming channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, and the Amazon Starfleet link. If you're into that, use the link. I think we're gonna do Resident Evil 3 tomorrow because it's coming to Game Pass this week. I think we're just going to sit there and we're just going to gun through the whole game tomorrow. Yeah, I think we're going to do all of Resident Evil 3 tomorrow. We'll see how emotionally ambitious I am towards it tomorrow, but I think we're just going to sit there and we're just going to crack right through it. I think it's going to be tight. Yeah, Tomb Raider I need to get working on. But the Inquisitor, I want to stream that one. If you haven't seen my video for it, very, very entertaining. Filet in this economy? He's a busy guy. Oh yeah, it'll be a meltdown next week for everyone involved. It's gonna be fun. So only Sea of Thieves, one of the most popular Xbox games in existence. We doing the Ballroom Blitz? I thought we had a different map set up. Alright, I guess we're Ballroom Blitzing it. It's a ballroom blitz, it's a ballroom blitz, do. Oh yeah, so I went to the gym today, and then I came back and had my second shower, because I shower at the gym to, you know, yeah, and then it's never clean enough, so I go shower when I get back anyways. But I was sitting there and I was like, do I know the full lyrics to, like, Eminem's Without Me? And I sat there for a second, and I actually did the whole song with, like, the lyrics and everything, and I was like, Fucking got it. Not listening to the music, but I was just like, I wonder if I have it on memory, and I was just like, legitimately did the whole song. I didn't like rap it out, but I was just sitting there kind of going like blah 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 blah. I was like, oh my god, I actually did it all. So that was my proud accomplishment of the day. How long will Game Pass last? As long as Xbox lasts, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, good old Jill, she's great. So that's a random ass thing, but that is legitimately something that happened today. And I was like, oh, whoa, were we not attacking? Am I on the defensive now? Did we move teams? Alright, whatever. It's so cinematic. Maybe that's another thing Battlefield 2042 lacks, is like a heart-pounding like soundtrack. Yeah. Anyways, we have fun here. So we already lost the position. We need to hold B. That guy's dead already. Revive for you? Oh, that guy didn't want to get revived. I see how it is. The teams are imbalanced. That's not good. At least we saved the battery.
We have taken objective butter.
What an interesting level this is. It's too bad 2042 isn't at this caliber of Battlefield. It would be fun to stream that one more often. If it were at this level.
We have lost objective apples.
How do you get through Resident Evil? Well, sometimes the evil isn't as resident as you think it is, and you just kind of walk through it all. It's also really linear, Resident Evil, so it's kind of hard not to sort of get through it, as some would say. It also helps with streaming, you know, that sometimes people will tell me if I'm doing something wrong or where I'm supposed to go. Not always, but sometimes people are constructive and helpful. Maybe we should try to take A back, eh? God damn it. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got an Elden Ring DLC coming too this year. You have to watch a walkthrough. That's why people make videos though and guides, right? Is to help you when you get into stuck spots in games. That's another part of reviewing that a lot of people don't appreciate. You know, there's some games where you sit there and you're like, how the fuck do I get through this? Like pre-launch, I sat there sometimes and I'm just like, because there's no guides. Like, you know, I'm like part of the people that like make guides and stuff for things, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, how do I do this? It's actually kind of comical. Because I'll sit there and I'll be like, huh? You know, you can email the developer, but the developer won't get back to you very quickly. So it's usually by the time the game launches, you even hear back about help on stuff. This is like those point and clicks. I don't even, like, I usually won't even cover. Like, nowadays, I don't really do the same thing that I used to. But, like, when I was doing, like, more written content, I literally wouldn't even touch a point and click unless they literally provided like a guide. Most of the point and click people, they have like a written notepad guide that they send you in case you get stuck. But yeah, there's like some of those games I was sitting there just like, what the freaking hell am I doing? But yeah, that is so funny though, because it's like, I think that's why some of my Tomb Raider stuff did so well, is I had like walkthrough videos up for, was it Tomb Raider? Rise of the Tomb Raider? And Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I think Rise of the Tomb Raider was my best for views and stuff. This is like some of those puzzles I just sit there and like, what the hell? And then I figure them out, and then, you know, it helps other people out, and it's a whole thing, but yeah. Well, that sucked. Some of those games are just brutal. Is XCOM the Bureau Declassified any good? It's interesting. It's it's interesting because it's different from the other XCOM games, right? Like it's a little bit more of an action turn-based kind of thing. Because like the level, like it opens with sort of a bit of a mystery with like a case, and then you're kind of it basically this. I guess you would equate it to the I think it's like 50s or something, 1940s or something like that. Is it 1940s or 60s? So sorry, it's like, you know, mid 1900s or whatever. And it's like you're basically at Area 51 and it's getting invaded by aliens, and it's kind of cool, and it's kind of different. Yeah. So I don't know if it's like great, but if you can pick it up for like, I think it's usually on sale for like $6, isn't it, or something? You might have some fun with it. I would definitely say it's more interesting and accessible than the main line XCOM stuff. Yeah. Speaking of that, Obo, did you see that? I left a comment randomly on one of your videos. Probably way too many comments anyways. Did you see the Inquisitor? You should, I think you should stream that one if you haven't done that one. I did a video on it. I want to do a stream of it. But it's hilarious. It's this game. It runs horribly, but you're like Jesus's Witcher. It's funny. Legitimately funny. And you're like Jesus's Witcher hunting a vampire. It's quite something. It's quite something indeed. Defend the castle. Really isn't doing a lot of damage to that tank, is it? The Inquisitor's on the list? Yeah. That game kills me. I did a video of it, and I was like, I gotta leave a gap between my video and my stream. But I want to stream that one so badly because oh, that game is funny. That game is really, really funny. Yeah. I don't know why, but it's kind of become a thing, I think, between Obo and I in regards to streaming and playing horrible games. And it's entertaining to have somebody that does similar stuff, but like, chat about these bad games and the misery of streaming them. It's like, But I think for the Inquisitor, I actually think there's like a really genuinely great game hiding there. It's just stuck behind this like really low budget shell. And I'm just like, oh. Like this is on the list. It's on the list of pain.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Did he climb up there when I climbed down here? Oh, he did. God damn it. Vigor? Yeah, Vigor got an update. We're gonna try to fit that in eventually too. I just I don't know when. Your weapons are doing less damage. Sure, Slaughter. You're just not good, man. You're just not as good as you used to be at this. Spent too much time playing Pal World. Pal World is best world. Yeah.
We are losing objective Charlie.
I mean, any game that's got my face on a bag in it is the game I like to play. But, you know, I do stream and do lots of videos. It's just like, you know, I can't fit everything in all the time. I'm sure eventually we'll get back to it again with some kind of weird AI art girl in the front and stuff as usual. I'm way ahead of you on the front of bad games. Ooh. Stun locked by a big project. I gotta hate those big projects, you know. That's why you never get too ambitious in this line of work. It just bogs you down. Lies of P. Freaking hell, man. Lies of P pissed me off. When you do that, like I was kind of enjoying Lies of P, and then you get to that, like, sewers part, and I was just like, I never want to touch this again. And we have it. And we have it. Yeah. Genres for single-player games? Probably as many genres for single-player games as there are for multiplayer games, give or take one or two, I would imagine. There's limitless genres for everything, and there's side genres, and everything kind of like ties together in weird ways. That's gaming. Yeah. One of the best games. You think Vigor is one of the best games I stream, and I'm like one of the only ones that stream it? Yeah, it's not a super popular game, sadly. I think that's why Microsoft said it never really made a return on investment for them, but they keep updating it and stuff, so that's kind of cool. I'm just sort of hoping that Bohemia gets like bought by Xbox at some point. Just so that they can have more like money injected into them. I do believe in that situation, Microsoft actually having a hand on Bohemia stuff might actually make it kind of run smoother. But here I am again saying Xbox should buy companies after they're basically going to they scorched earthed us last week, so. Yeah, that's great. What a whole mess of a world this is. Super mess of a world. But hey, we get to watch the SuperbOwl tomorrow. I hope the feathers are magnificent. Yeah. Lies of P is a great Game Pass game. It is in that sense, right? Where you don't feel bad about it because you haven't paid money into it, and if you get frustrated, you can just leave it. You're very right there. Atomic Heart? Fuck, I hate that game, man. I got offered to check out like the Atomic Heart like DLC stuff, and I'm just like, I don't even want to. Yeah, I hated that game. Why is Battlefield 5 isn't necessarily bad, it's just not as good. I think they changed some essential things, and they didn't have enough content and stuff for it, and they kind of left it to die. Yeah. I would say Lies of P is kind of a little bit on the easier scale of like Dark Souls games. Like there's brutal Dark Souls games, and then there's Dark Souls games that are kind of like not as hardcore, and there's some that are a little bit more brutal. I think Lies of P, from what I remember, was a little easier going, at least on me, except for that sewers part. God, I hate that sewers part. Yeah, I actually remember having not too bad of a time with Lies of P until I got to the sewers. And I was just like, this is so stupid. Yeah, the sewers really ruined that game. I hate the sewers. I don't want to go back. Oh, and we might have another bite on some interview stuff. I guess I didn't update on that. I was doing some time today sending out some emails. There's interest from the team that represents the guy who voices Cloud Strife in Final Fantasy. So yeah, maybe we'll. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. I'm going to die. There's like 6 guys here. So like yeah, they got back to me like really quickly, which was surprising. So yeah, it sounds like they said not right away, but they're gonna work on it and fit it into the schedule. So we might have an interview with Cloud Strife, which would be great because I'm trying to get some dudes to interview, because it's like mostly women I've been interviewing, and I want, you know, I don't have a preference. It's just I don't want to be like labeled in a certain way ever. So really nice to get a guide interview. Emails to check out Wanted Dead. Not really. I get emails from them to cover their sales they usually ask for, and if I want to check out her album as part of their company and stuff. I think they're just trying to get more of a... I think they're just trying to get more awareness on their game, but no, I've already covered it. I already sent that all in. They don't usually ask me to recover it, to my knowledge. I haven't gotten any emails like that. Anyways, yeah, I'm trying to get more. I'm thinking I'm just going to start, like, you know, not necessarily just, like, big, huge things I'm going to think that are going to do well for interviews. I'm just going to try to get more interviews so we have, like, a wide variety of options, and then hopefully we'll get some big hits, more of them, and I can get more and more interviews going, which would be great for this year. But anyways, might have Cloud Strife. Kind of cool, I think. Kind of a big sort of name thing, and Yeah, Final Fantasy. Was there anything else? There's some Lara Croft voice actors about the remaster, and I didn't really hear back on the Silent Hill one. Oh, Persona 3. I emailed about that stuff. And then, yeah, like I said, the lead lady for the Silent Hill, the message, kind of got back to me. Slid into my Instagram DMs, of all things, which was hilarious. But she kind of read the message where I was like, oh, would you like to organize it? And I haven't really heard back in a couple days, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. So if that happens, it happens. She could have also saw my review of it, where I'm like, oh, this isn't really good, and then didn't want to, but who knows. So if that pops up on the channel at some point, it pops up on the channel. But yeah, like I said, trying to do some more interview stuff on the channel, so look forward to that if it happens. Am I excited for Call of Duty Gulf War? Well, Call of Duty is a very important part of my calendar year in regards to review, like video views and metrics and stuff. So yeah, you could say I'm very excited about Gulf War. I hope it turns out good. I hope people are more excited about it, because Modern Warfare 3.2, the interest there is, there was a lot more interest for Vanguard and for Modern Warfare 2.2 than there was Modern Warfare 3.2, so yeah. The donkey boss? Oh, that was fun. Yeah, no, I hated the sewers. Does Cyberpunk have multiple endings? Yeah. Yeah. Sim Captain? Oh my god. It looks like I just interview ladies, and it's just like, it's okay, I really don't care, but it's more like how I'm perceived is kind of a big thing, right? Because I don't know if that makes it easier to get interviews or less easy, and it's not like I'm specifically targeting, it's just who is responding and actually scheduling stuff.
We have lost objective butter.
We have lost objective butters. I just saved you, dude. You're dead already? Trying to save lives out here. Witcher 3? Yeah, it's pretty good. But, yeah, no, Gulf War is a very important part of my streaming and video economy, so hopefully it is a massive hit. I mean, it's Call of Duty. Probably will be, but it depends. Like, this is, I think, the first time Treyarch's had a full actual development cycle on a COD in like a decade, so hopefully it turns out good. And hopefully so do your likes on the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times. And the Amazon store affiliate link. Grabbing anything on Amazon, use the link. I'm actually getting shot up from there, that's kind of funny. Don't forget, guys, we only need 47 channel members to unlock a new emote. If there's anyone from Argentina, please stand up. Yeah. Watch Dogs 1. I really like Watch Dogs 1. I'd like a remaster for that game. I think it's been long enough. I think it would be nice to have a remaster and kind of introduce that to new people. Because tonally, Watch Dogs 1 is very, very different from Watch Dogs 2 and 3. 2 is very silly, 3 is like kind of all over the place. But like 1 is actually really grounded and dark and moody, and it's got a more serious narrative. And yeah, I think that one, if they cleaned it up a bit, would be kind of nice. There's actually a few games around that 2013 to 15 period that I'd like to see Ubisoft kind of clean up. Like Assassin's Creed Unity is another one of those. Yeah. Anyways, Watch Dogs 1, very, very good game. Like, it's FPS boosted, but you know, it's got like a low res, and I feel like they could clean it up a bit. Maybe a good excuse to like replay that one too. Bum 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 bum. That's our teammate. Still looking for somebody I can bayonetta. Bayonetta. Oh, funny. Double kill. I died. Assassin's Creed multiplayer. Oh, they are. They are doing Assassin's Creed multiplayer as part of their Creed Everywhere initiative. Yeah, there's supposed to be 2 multiplayer games in the works right now for Assassin's Creed. But, yeah, AC multiplayer was a blast. I've tried a couple times to do, or set up a Black Flag multiplayer stream with some pals, and it's just too hard to coordinate that kind of thing, but... yeah, that multiplayer was just a good laugh. Playing like the Dandy, or what was that lady character I kind of enjoyed? She's like this creepy, the Harley Quinn or something like that. Oh, it was so funny. Yeah, I always had one pal who would play as like the creepy Dandy, and yeah, it was good laugh over that one. Like stab fighter pals. Yeah, like I said, I've tried a few times to kind of get like a group of that where it's like 5 people kind of like mic'd up trying to do that, but it always falls apart. What was it the last time the issue was? Yeah, somebody was having a kid and someone else was busy with something else, and yeah, it just kind of fell apart. Yeah. Free trial for Modern Warfare. I like Horde Point a lot. I really do wish the COD streams were like super popular and we could do it like all the time because I love it so much. Yeah. But yeah, no, Ubisoft, they're working, I believe it's 2 or more stuff like that. Something like a Steam Deck? That's interesting. But, yeah, it's supposed to be at least 2 Assassin's Creed multiplayer projects. I don't really know the release cycle for those, but they're supposed to be in the works. Because Ubisoft was like, screw it, we're just going to start going with what works. And they're just like, Creed makes us the most money, we're just going to start packing these in. Because Assassin's Creed Infinity is supposed to be the backbone, and then they're doing all these experiences that'll kind of leech off of it. Baby Wizard is dead.
We have lost objective.
Do. I'll save you, Achilles. Watch out for your heel, yo. Barba needs a save. Barba's getting a save. What's that? You need some health? No problem, guys. God, I save lives and I make this team go. Slaughter, why are you right in the middle of the freaking open? Jesus. Yeah. Ubisoft? I like a lot of Ubisoft games. I think they got some pretty good stuff. I enjoy their titles. I can't wait to see Skull and Bones next week. That's gonna be funny. Apparently Star Wars we're supposed to get for like May. This, like, I think like in Star Wars Outlaws, I think it's called. Yeah, apparently that one's supposed to be a May release, so hope I get to do a little early access thing on that one with Ubisoft. Ubisoft's been very good to me over the last little bit, so yeah, hopefully I get access to that one because I think it'd be a big hit for an early view. Horde Point, yeah, Horde Point is a lot of fun. Yeah. I was actually thinking of maybe doing like a standalone little Horde Point video. I thought might be a good idea. Something a little different, mix it up around here. Hold the line. Not mulberry pants. Damn it. Anyways, looking at the box office here, kind of wonder who's going to be the big bomb of this next week. I'm hoping it's Madame Web. The tracking numbers aren't good for it, so hopefully it implodes. Apparently that, is it Lisa Frankenstein or something? Apparently that movie's not doing very well either for audience response in the box office too. I think the film industry, like box office wise, is kind of dying really badly, and it should be fascinating. I think they're saying it's going to be like the worst box office week since like of this week, or this upcoming Valentine's Day, because it's like usually kind of a big week for box office, because usually people go for Valentine's Day and everything like that. Like the Super Bowl always damages it, but usually Valentine's is really big, and they're saying it could be like the worst week since like '94 or something, and it's like, you know, an industry like that should be growing just due to inflation regardless. It shouldn't be doing worse than you know, something that happened like 30 years ago. It's not good for numbers. Because inflation makes it easier to hit higher numbers.
We are losing objective apples.
We're losing objective apples.
Hier, erste Hilfe.
Ow.
Erste Hilfe.
Damn it. Atlas is better than Skull and Bones. Atlas was a neat game that they never really cleaned up from what I recall.
Hier, erste Hilfe.
Should probably revisit Atlas at some point. It's been many, many years. There's actually a few games that I did videos of very early on for the Series X, and I should probably revisit to see how they're looking now after a long period of development. Put it in the queue.
Losing objective apples.
Yeah. RE4 and PSVR 2? That's cool. Hey, Skull and Bones could be a big deal, who's to say? You're downloading Battlefield 1 to see if you can get in the game. We've already got like a couple people in here, I don't see why you couldn't. Yeah, anyways. I think Slaughter and Zero are in here or something. Yeah, at least Slaughter is like, I guess Zero left.
50
Chaos
attackers
busy,
remain.
comes, goes, runs everywhere. Dun 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 dun. I love how torn up these maps get too. Even for this game, I remember when this was out, and you know, what was it? This one and Battlefield 5, and I kept sitting there being like, man, I wish we could go back to the older levels of destruction.
We are losing objective
Like this one still got destruction, like 2042 basically removes it almost entirely. But I miss Bad Company where you can literally level the whole map. It just really changes the game when you can like fundamentally take out all the structures and carve out the battlefield. Yeah, it's kind of cool. The reviews for the Skull and Bones beta? Well, the beta is a little different from full review, right?
20 attackers remain.
Through a Cyberpunk video. Oh. No, I'm glad you enjoyed that. I really like my Cyberpunk content. Was it like one of the interviews or one of the reviews I did? I think that's your teammate you're shooting artillery anti-air at. Yeah, that's a teammate, dude. You're shooting... whatever. So we gonna get this, guys? Oh, they've only got 13 lives left. Oh, I think we got this. I don't think we got this. Look around. Zero rage quit. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, hi, folks. Dun, 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 dun. Fuck, this is such a well put together game.
Hier, erste Hilfe.
Wait, there's a bad guy under there? Oh my god, he's hiding on the dead body of our buddy? Oh, that's hilarious. Did we win-win, or is this one of those we've got to go back and fight again things?
Crippled their numbers significantly. But these daring fools won't stop until they are all dead. So prepare yourselves for their last attack.
The enemy is being reinforced with an airship.
Oh, so we do have another one. Alright guys, this is their last battalion. We have to hold the line. Fighting for democracy? I do like the little jokes. Oh, Slaughter left us too. We're fighting for democracy. For the Republic. Sorry, the tone on that one was really bad. Let me try to channel my inner Obi-Wan. For the Republic. For democracy! You were supposed to join the Sith. No, you're supposed to destroy the Sith. You were supposed to join the Sith. The alternate history one where Obi-Wan's on the bad side. You were supposed to join the Sith, not destroy them. God damn it.
Soll ich deine Wunden versorgen?
Freaking killing me. Anyways, sorry, I digress. The interview and the recent review on PS5. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, I really love Cyberpunk, so, you know, lots of great stuff. You know, I interviewed Female V there, which is my big interview that's helped a lot with getting other interviews. That was Cherami Lee, and then, you know, Songbird with Minji Chang then, and she did the extra stream video chat and stuff. She was very nice. And then there was also Leonie for Rore, which I think that one's still growing as an interview, so I'm kind of, yeah, that one was nice. That one was fun too. And then we had, yeah, so that was for Cyberpunk, and yeah, I guess it's mostly for Cyberpunk, just sort of waiting for, you know, I suppose if there's a mid-gen refresh for PS5, you know, there'll probably be an updated version for that to cover, and there'll be next-gen versions of Cyberpunk, and for the sequel down the road too, so always looking forward to that kind of stuff. I'm hoping one day we can take a crack at streaming Cyberpunk all the way through, but we'll have to wait and see on that front there. Time for work. Slaughter, you got such a weird schedule these days. Yeah. But it should be a busy week. We've got Skull and Bones, The Death of Xbox, Tomb Raider Remastered. Trying to think if there's anything else. We got some other interesting videos too coming. I guess I mentioned them during the PS5 stream the other day, but I didn't get to like show them on the channel either. The little tiles for some of the games I'm working on stuff for, but well, the stuff's already ready and it's all scheduled. You gotta remember with like the content volume I do, it's like a lot of the stuff is planned, you know, in advance and stuff like that. So, anyways, lots in the pipeline. And then we will be getting Skull and Bones, you know, we're confirmed for that one. Ow. Damn, dude. I mean, it can't all just be good games. There's gonna be bad games, there's gonna be middling games. That's just how everything works. It's the same with, like, movies, you know? There's bad movies, there's good movies, there's okay movies. We lost, guys. We may have lost the battle, but not the war. Bum, bum, bum. Anyways, let's look at the games. I don't know if I have them all downloaded. Invector, this one's really neat. It's like Guitar Hero Rock Band, but you're like a spaceship. It's got some pretty good songs. It's like Linkin Park, Paramore. Pretty good music. Yeah, like I said, Resident Evil 3, I think we'll stream that the whole way through tomorrow. So that should be fun. I think it'll be tomorrow. Yeah, I think so. You have to go to my full library. Yeah, I think I deleted some of them. This one. So this is Cannibal Abduction. It's kind of like Silent Hill. Sort of a neat game. So that's an entertaining video coming up. Alyssa, where it's like Alice in Wonderland, but you're shooting another one that's like Silent Hill or the original Resident Evil. You're fighting weird animatronic dolls in a dollhouse as Alice. It's kind of fascinating. Oh, Eterno, this one was up today. This one's kind of neat. And The Inquisitor, I did this video. This one's freaking hilarious, and I think we'll stream it. And Song of New, I do have a video for this one, which everyone ignored, but the game is adorable. If you're looking for like a family-friendly kind of game, it's kind of cute and fun. And I need to find a data set there and just kind of roam through it. I'm just waiting for the next match here. Killing some time, you know how it is.
Das heißt, der Krieg ist bald vorbei, aber dieser Gedanke fühlt sich so unwirklich an. Wir kämpfen nun schon seit 4 Jahren an dieser Front. Die einzige Wirklichkeit, die wir kennen, ist der Tod. Die meisten von uns haben längst vergessen, dass es da draußen
Filet? Yeah, Filet is Phil Spencer's account. He comes here and gets all the direction for Xbox from me, but then he ignores it all.
können wir kaum glauben, dass diese Geschichten wahr sind. Nein, ich glaube nicht, dass es hier endet.
Ooh, what do we have here? This is a terrible forest map. I hate this level. Yeah, it's a terrible forest map. Let's see if people are sticking through this lobby or if I should leave and find a different one. I really don't like this map. There's a lot of really good maps in Battlefield 1. I don't think this is one of them. Yeah, it's a full lobby. Okay, we're sticking through. I'm level 80? Holy, streaming adds levels to your multiplayer games like crazy.
Should we lose this position, immediately fall back to this bridge at Hellfire
Hello there.
and hold the line. Failure
You got all the achievements for Resident Evil 3? Good for you.
This is
Good
where
for
we
you.
achieve victory.
I think we'll have a fun stream of it tomorrow. I think it'll be entertaining. Because I think it was fun doing what we did with Resident Evil 2. But the popularity of that one for the Game Pass died pretty quick. But yeah, I wanted to do the second half. We never got around to it. Jasant? Oh, that one's really cool because that's the rock climbing game. But for that game, I feel like you gotta be in a really zen, calm kind of vibe. Really? So like, yeah, Jasant, because that's the one where you're kind of doing the rock climbing and it's got like a peaceful vibe and music and everything. You really gotta be in the right mind, like either an enthusiast for rock climbing or in the mindset to have kind of a zen, laid back kind of like gaming session. Otherwise, I don't know if that one perfectly works for people. Yeah.
Versorgt deine Wunden. Erste Hilfe. Ich hoffe, das Zeug
3 a medipack. Is that a flamethrower? Imagine how terrifying it'd be in real life to see somebody shooting a flamethrower in your direction. The amount of pain that would follow afterwards. Alright, well, A's being held. Let's go to the B trench then. But yeah, I don't like this level. I find that you like kind of get spawn trapped and the linear fronts of it are kind of a little awkward and can I not climb up here? This is weird. Usually you can climb up on that stuff. Oh, damn it. 2016, yeah, this is a bit of an oldie. Valhalla. Yeah, Valhalla's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the streams we did of Valhalla. I was debating on doing another one, but I deleted it because I needed the space for other games, because the game takes up like 150 something gigabytes. And oh, actually, you know what the big issue was? I wanted to do the Siege of Paris, but you needed such a ridiculously high level that I'd have to sit there and do several hours of grinding to be able to do it. So it was just kind of like, eh. I just said screw it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna uninstall this. Beating Resident Evil 3? I don't think I'll need luck. I'll just roam through it. Shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad at all. Should actually be a pleasant time, I think. Just me, the Nemesis, pretty lady, bunch of zombies. Sounds like a lovely evening. Sounds like a lovely evening. Will we find love in a hopeless place? I don't know. Find out when we stream Fallout 76. I actually do wonder if the Boardwalk DLC will bring my my romantic love interest to Fallout 76. But who was that? Is Zara still in the chat? Who was that? Oh God, what was her name? I don't think she was a private, was she? Cadet something? Whatever her name was, yeah. She left me on a romantic cliffhanger, and I don't know if I can handle it. Dawn of Ragnarok? Oh, I hated Dawn of... You know I hated Dawn of Ragnarok. I did like the Irish DLC, though. Except for the ending was kind of weird, but... You know what else I really loved, guys? When people used to sit there and like the stream. The subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming the channel member you thought of becoming last week, but for whatever reason decided to become this week instead. Just channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you grab anything on there, use the link. And as I said, we need 47, maybe plus now, channel members to unlock a new emote. So if anyone is from Argentina, you know, it's the easiest way to do it. Did you know in Argentina, YouTube channel members in the US conversion are super cheap? Super cheap. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, and I think they learned a valuable lesson for Resident Evil 3 Remake was kind of like, don't... I do ponder why like they thought they could get away with... Well, I mean, I guess wasn't it a bit of a success regardless, but I think they did take the note from people that they didn't like how much that one was cut down. I think they're seeing a lot of success by, you know, restoring the other ones properly. It's kind of almost like a bit of a shame that Resident Evil 3 is going to be like that awkward kind of remake where, yeah, it looks the same as all the other ones, but it's like missing a good chunk. You get what I mean? Because I would say, relatively, since they started this remake journey, like all the Resident Evils that are remade and the new ones that they keep releasing all kind of look and play the same, if that makes sense. And that's not in like a bad way, but just like they have a similarity to them, which is kind of nice. Because if you were to sit there for the first time and play through all the Resident Evils, they would be kind of in line with each other. Sort of like when they remade the Crash Bandicoot and the Spyro Pack, where it's like they all kind of feel more in line with one another, and I think that's kind of a nice thing that you can have. I'm actually thinking for the Yakuza games, the remakes for 1 and 2 could actually use a bit of touching up, which is sort of funny. Because those weren't, well, I guess they were a while back now at this point, but yeah, the Yakuza games are all kind of in line too, design-wise and stuff, which is interesting. Yeah. At the same time, well, they've got like tons of Resident Evils all kind of being worked in, you know, order and stuff like that. Next Battlefield, fall 2025 will be the next Battlefield. Yeah. 2025, probably late October, early November, 2025 for Battlefield. Battlefield next. Such a long wait. Yeah, but you can look at it from another sense too, that for like, you know, for Resident Evil wise, they've got quite a few of them being worked on. Like right now, you know, they're kind of working on 9 and 10 alongside the remake of 5, and then another one which I think is Code Veronica or something like that. Or maybe another, like, you know, there's tons of projects, so you could be like, yeah, Resident Evil 3 is being worked on at the same time as Resident Evil 2 Remake, but like, that's not also necessarily fully true, because it's different teams and different, you know, different like lengths of development wise for when they're being worked on. So that kind of makes a little bit of sense. But yeah, it is a bit of a shame that 3 will be a little bit awkward. I wonder if they go to remake them in another 10 years or something, if they'll like restore content that was missing for Resident Evil 3 and stuff. That's a weird point too, is like, games are always needing remasters, remakes and stuff to keep them up with the times. But you gotta wonder for like the quality that we have for those remakes of Resident Evil right now. Would there be diminishing returns remaking them in like 10 years? Or like, is tech gonna advance that much in that amount of time? It's a fair question, right? Splinter Cell remake, I think it's still coming along. I haven't heard anything on Resident Evil, or sorry, as Splinter Cell remake, or like even a time frame for that one. Actually, was there a time frame from their investor meeting? Was it 25 for Splinter Cell? I don't really remember. I just know that one's still being worked on. We're losing objective butters. Gotta interview the lady that says subjective butters. I got the cute quartermaster from COD. I need the Battlefield objective butters woman. A huge gap from the last Battlefield. Yeah, it is. It is a huge gap. They're putting a lot more dev time on it because I think they know they need to get it right, otherwise the Battlefield franchise is going to be like just in the dumps. Yeah. Because I think there's games they take a lot longer to make, and it's like because of that long cycle, you gotta kind of get them right, otherwise it's just like long-lasting damage on your series, and it takes a while to recover with a new one. Like COD, you can have a bad year and bounce back really strong the next year because there's always a new COD coming, but other franchises, it's harder to do that. It's a lot harder. And this map sucks. Just a terrible level. Is this the Battlefield that has the Russian campaign? Is that like a different one? Yeah, I didn't really look for a DLC lobby. I kind of should have, shouldn't I have? Damn it. Yeah. But I'm sure if they wanted to, they'd get a Battlefield out earlier, and they, you know, they're trying to clean things up for that series. They're trying to get it right.
The Americans have been stopped.
We did it.
The Hindenburg line is secure. We can now negotiate a truce on equal terms. Let this mark the end of slaughter.
Did they have other reinforcement rounds, or did we win-win? Oh, we won one, I think.
One can only speculate what might have happened.
Ooh, very nice. I like this map.
The Muse Argonne offensive.
Until Dawn Remastered.
The will of the
I thought it was like a remake, but I guess it's everyone's calling it a remaster. I'm kind of excited for it. I really liked Until Dawn. I've been talking for a while that I really wanted to do like a stream of Until Dawn. Now I can just wait for the remaster because it's the perfect excuse to sit there and stream it. Yeah, I really like that game. It takes place around where I live. Kind of cool, yeah. Oh no, if you like The Quarry, Until Dawn is like a way better version of The Quarry. Way better. Dun, 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 dun. We had a major victory, guys. Try Planet Zoo. Oh yeah, no, I really like Planet Zoo, so I'm looking forward to that release. So keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, really like Planet Zoo. Do, do, do. Who's Real I have no idea who that is. Zero watching Netflix instead of the stream. Oh, how could you? Best game ever? Oh, Halo 3, man. Come on. We don't even need to ask these silly questions. GTA. I don't think GTA will overshadow everything. I'm sure there'll be lots of other games that come out in 2025 that do just fine. It is a juggernaut. I wouldn't want to release anywhere near it, but yeah, other games can do fine around that same release schedule. Just don't release at the same time. Yeah, way too much downtime between these matches, I gotta say. Way too much downtime. It's like action, and then you're like your dopamine jump is just like cut down. Theo
It
Fortress.
seems remarkable that in order to get our dreadnoughts running, we have to travel all the way to the Persian Gulf ourselves. Frankly, it's bewildering that such
Is this what they talked about when it's Call of Duty Gulf War? Oh, that was so funny. Someone did Call of Duty Gulf Warfare, but it was like them actually golfing. Oh, you know what was really bloody annoying? I totally forgot to ask someone about this that I know. I got like you ever get those cracks in your windshield because of all the rocks? Because, you know, it's like cold and warming and there's all these rocks in the road. I got one that was like right where I view, and it's kind of like, it looks like it actually kind of cracked right through my side, so I'm like, do I need to get that filled, or do I gotta wait till it like cracks a bit more? I was kind of sitting there, I was like, Because I noticed I actually have a whole bunch of scratch, like, rocks that have been bouncing off my windshield. Like, tons of scratches on my windshield, but none of them seem like... I'm trying to think of the terminology for it. They're all, like... They're not skin deep, they're just, like, on the edge. But that one actually kind of looks like it went through. But it also doesn't look like it's a deep enough crack where it's actually, like, a crack that I can get filled. Because they have to actually go in a little bit, from what I understand. So, yeah, I totally forgot to chat with someone about that today. But yeah, I've been getting a lot of rocks in my windshield. But I was like, hot damn! If I didn't have a windshield on my car, I would have like, I think it would have trajectory went like right into my neck or something, which wouldn't have been great. But yeah, I was pretty pissed today because I'm like, that's right on my like line of sight. So now I'm like, god damn it, do I have to replace the whole goddamn thing? It's like a tiny little dot, but like I see it and I hate it. I hate it. You think of Black Ops 1 golf course? Oh man, that one's fun. That's Cliffside from Call of Duty World at War that they brought back and turned into a golf course. I always like that map because of the hilariousness of like this very serious World at War map being turned into a golfing level. Yeah. It will break and shatter on a speed bump. It's like a little tiny little thing, man. It's not like a sprawling crack. I'm not gonna replace the whole windshield because there's a tiny little crack. I'll go get it filled if I need to. It's not that bad. it's not that bad. Yeah. Again, I don't live in the mountains, but like it's around where I live. In the game, they have a postcard from the city I live in, and it's like it's out in the mountains. Is where that game takes place. So it's kind of neat. Huh. Well, that's interesting. You don't see that every day. I think I thought this was a different level from the level we were playing on. Yeah, I thought this was a different map. Dun 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 dun. Horses, they're hard to ride in this. Move, horsey, move! So overly dramatic, the windshield's gonna explode. They act like I've never gotten a crack in my windshield before. Christ. I have had to replace it before. I used to get sniped so much on that map. That's funny. Give a good one too, random dude. This console gen has been awful. I mean, there's been really good games. It's just the first parties for the platforms have been pretty bad. Yeah. See, I do find it hilarity from like a long-term context, because a lot of people don't remember. It's like Xbox One, PS4, when they launched, they had like a good lineup, both of them. But like the first couple of years for PlayStation were like really bare bones for like exclusives. And it was only like after that first couple of years when they started delivering, and man, when they started delivering, there was a lot of crap. Whereas Xbox actually had like a pretty strong first 2 years. But they weren't selling consoles, but they had really good exclusives the first couple of years. And then the latter half of the gen, they just basically droughted like crazy. But yeah, it is kind of funny from a reflective standpoint. But yeah, no, this gen, it's pretty dry, and you know, like the 1 year Xbox actually looks like they got some stuff coming out. They're just giving everything away, which is kind of funny. Yeah, that is so funny though. DLC, you got sniped so much. You gotta move around that map a little bit differently if you're getting sniped on it. But that is kind of humorous to me. Because yeah, coming from World at War, it was this like really serious map, and then it's just like a golf course. Just a golf course. But yeah, Call of Duty Golf Warfare, and it's just like, you know, the main Black Ops guys. The villains and the heroes going out for a golf game is just hilarious to me. actually would be pretty entertaining. This is our year. It's always Xbox's year. There's always next year when stuff's coming out. Except that next year is the year that they release stuff for other platforms. Sucks to suck. Anyways, it should be a fascinating week coming up here. I can't wait to see the chaos that ensues either way. What will happen at the SuperbOwl with Taylor Swift? What will happen with Xbox in the next week? There's Valentine's Day in the mix too. That's always a curveball. Sorry, Noob Viper, I couldn't save you. The French DLC was brutal. For this game, or? Oh, sorry about that. Well, we're kind of in like a full map rotation of this game in a pretty healthy lobby, so I don't want to leave. But usually I like to do, I think it was the Russian DLC. I actually quite like that pack. I just can't believe it's been so long since we streamed this. I mean, we did it back in, literally, I think it was this summer. I think that's because it was dying out for interest. There wasn't as many people watching. I tend to like cut some games out of rotation when they start doing bad, and then, you know, maybe sometimes try them again later on. I just love out of this whole ordeal of the Xbox Crisis situation, you know, the Death of Xbox arc, that I was able to use as an excuse to get a gear stream semi-popular again, so it's a win in my book. Oh, come on, I ran that guy right over with my horse. Dude, why are you standing there, horsey? You're getting us killed. Horse let us down. The Tazaria. And the name of the Tazar. Wasn't there one called like the Revolution and stuff too? Yeah. Well, you would think that Xbox would be able to use Bethesda and Activision Blizzard King and all the studios they bought in order to leverage them in order to do better, but I guess they're giving up before that can really be realized. Kind of comical. Just a little bit. Because you would think as Microsoft, yeah, you want more money. But wouldn't you rather have like the best platform and own the console space and have like complete dominance and make even more money than like throwing that away for like shorter term profits? It's intriguing. It is intriguing. The dating app. We talked about the dating apps earlier. I guess honestly, it's pretty low on my like things of stuff to do. I was kind of excited about it in January. I spent a bit of time on them on January, and now I'm just kind of like too busy almost. I don't know, like with the whole crisis of Xbox and stuff and all these other things I need to get done. It's been kind of low on the chopping board of things to spend time on. But I'm sure I'll have some time coming up to spend more time. I think you're supposed to be on the dating apps during Valentine's time because that's when the ladies feel most lonely. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely not been on the high priority list for me at the moment. But I'm sure that could change in like a week or two, I don't know. Yeah, there's been a lot of other work going on. It's like quiet around here too, so I'm trying to get like videos and stuff stockpiled if I can. I was working on my, oh, he's gonna throw TNT at me and my horse, lovely. Yeah, I'm trying to get all these like videos stockpiled for the Call of Duty, like the Activision Blizzard Game Pass drop, which I'm so deflated on interest for at the moment, or excitement about. But yeah, there's a lot of views to be made off of that, so I'm trying to stockpile some videos that I could potentially drop right away and just kind of be on top of the ball on that. So that should be fun. I've broken too many hearts. Or have I had my heart broken one too many times by not getting enough likes on the stream? Subscribing is great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times. And the Amazon Starfleet. Like, if you're into that, using the link, you know, use it for Amazon and that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Oh god, am I gonna make it in the zone? Oh, I died. Suicidally in the air? No, I got shot. Okay, never mind. Forget, guys. We're only 47 channel members away from unlocking a new emote. Only 47. We're practically there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these emotes we've unlocked here will probably be the last we unlock for a very, very long time, if not years. So enjoy the additions of Sky Unamused, Sky Money, and Sky Oh the Horror.
First aid, take it.
Oh god damn it. They like bombed from a plane? That's ridiculous. I should take over Xbox and save it. I just don't know if I have the time to do that kind of thing. Well, I mean, I always assumed Nintendo would be the last one left in a console space. I think the sweet allure of PC money is gonna really sway PlayStation over time more and more. Helldivers has been a big hit, so I'm sure they're looking at those numbers really tastily. That's where PlayStation will definitely be focusing. I can see a point down the line where PlayStation stuff is day and date.
That's first aid for you.
PC and PlayStation 5. Or PS6 at that time. Same with Xbox games. Xbox, PS5, and PC. Woo!
Gallop. Skip. There.
Ugh, double kill, triple kill. Horse-tacular. Horsing frenzy. Horsing around. Left 4 Dead 2. I mean, we've done that one. Left 4 Dead 2 is not a huge thing to stream, but occasionally I like to do that when I have a moment. That forever alone life. It was just like, it was a high priority a little bit ago when I had time, and now that I'm a little busier, it's not as high of a priority, and I'm sure when I get a little bit more time, it'll be more of a priority.
50 of our soldiers remain.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm doing in life, what becomes a priority and what I'm working on all the time. We're really having troubles taking the sector, eh? Oh, isn't that just lovely? Death by the sun across the crippling water. Crippling? The rippling water. Xbox is having their next big sale. The spring sale should be coming up. I'd have to look at my calendar. Yeah,
20 of our soldiers remain.
my calendar says first or second week of April, so that's the spring sale. We could do another one of my comical buy a PlayStation 5
Your wounds, I can fix it.
sale videos. I always love those. Whoa, that guy just got smoked, dude. Did you see that on the horse? We've only got 9 tickets left. We're not getting this sector. Kinda surprised we're struggling so much on this first part, eh? Like, I understand this one's like usually a little hard, but it shouldn't be this bad.
We lost this attack. I know you fought hard, but these Turks are tougher than expected. Prepare for another
Yeah, we're at that point where covering the Xbox sales, I literally just have it like baked into my calendar when they are. They're so predictable. Yeah, there's a few main bigs. I've noticed they've been doing some like pretty good cut like rotating sales recently though. But yeah, it's usually spring sale, summer sale. Well, no, spring sale, and then there's like usually like an E3 like sale that's okay, and then yeah, so spring sale, that kind of weird sale, the summer sale. Then there's Black Friday, and then there's the countdown sale, which is kind of like the end of year sale. Those are the big sales of the year, the deepest cuts. Usually the spring sale is kind of like so-so. so don't expect crazy stuff. I think actually is it the summer sale that's like the weakest, or is it the spring sale that's the weakest? And then the Black Friday and the end of the year sale are kind of very similar, but the end of the year sale usually has deeper cuts than the Black Friday sale. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. And as always, guys, if you say seek 360 or original Xbox games you want to own, a lot of the licensing keeps running out on those, so make sure you buy them before they're gone if you don't want to miss out on them. Some of them are really perplexing too. It's like, how is the licensing running out on this? And it just kind of does.
You got damage? I'll fix you up.
Especially the Disney ones where they actually own everything. Doesn't make any sense to me at all.
We have taken objective.
Like that Indiana Jones game, the Emperor's Tomb, there's just like zero reason why that one isn't still available. I don't get that. Same with the Splinter Cells, I don't understand. Unless it's like some kind of actor thing, or... I don't think those have like music that would be an issue. And like a whole swath, from what I recall, of like the Splinter Cell games are delisted. Yeah, over the last year and a bit, there was a whole bunch of old games getting delisted on Xbox, and really no news or chatter or discussion about it in the slightest. They just kind of vanished.
Let me patch your wounds. First aid for you.
Damn, almost had that guy. A spring sale? I don't know. We'll see at that time. Maybe I'll make another joke one where I just tell people to buy a PlayStation, but we'll see in the spring what's happening there. Yeah. Because they do good on views, the sale videos. And I think I kind of mastered it with that last sale, where it's just like I kind of go through it quickly, just kind of highlighting fast ones, and then kind of being done with it quickly and moving on. Because there was enough of a decrease from the loss of the affiliate stuff. And then the platform isn't looking too good right now either. So yeah, just kind of a short and quick stream on it is kind of the most time-effective sort of thing to do, I guess. Should that be of interest at that time. God damn it. This is a questionable thing, why all these Xbox games that, like, you know, these original Xbox 360 games are getting delisted. Like particularly ones where it's not like, where it doesn't make sense why they're getting delisted is my question. Unless the making them backwards compatible had a limited licensing period to them, but there's a lot of them where it's literally like, why is this getting delisted? What is holding this back? I guess I could like reach out to my Ubisoft guy and ask him about the Splinter Cells. You know what, I could actually maybe investigate this a little bit. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I've actually got like a good Ubisoft contact. I might do a little bit of digging into why some of this stuff is disappearing. I could actually do original reporting on that, I guess. I don't really want to, it's a lot of work, but I can, I suppose. But yeah, seriously, like that Indiana Jones game, there was a couple older Disney games where I'm just kind of like, Disney owns all of this. I don't really see what the holdup is on the licensing for these titles. A Rainbow Six stream? Which one? We did one with Master Chief not too long ago. I've always wanted to stream the one of the Vegas games, so maybe someday that'll fit in too. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to poke Kevin again to see if we can try that. I think the servers are down for the co-op stuff in like Rainbow Six Vegas too, but I'd love to do a cooperative stream if possible of Rainbow Six Vegas. If not, maybe I'll just do it myself, and that could be a fun little thing. And the plan was also to do the COD campaign streams, all the old ones, but that's kind of all an upheaval. That was supposed to be this last week. We were supposed to do that. We did get Fear 1 done, but like nobody checked it out, so it was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'll do Fear 2 and 3 now, but yeah, we did do the first Fear. I kind of liked streaming that one. It was fun. It's different. It's an odd experience to have. Wasn't too long, but took a little bit longer than planned. Yeah. Battlefield, horse warfare. Da, 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 da.
We are losing objective output.
Got him. Good enough for a code? No, Zarcaster. No. Oh, jeez. Yeah, maybe we'll give out some codes during the next Xbox of Death chat stream coming up, because I'm sure that'll be mighty popular. Huge numbers. You low-key want to buy the Inquisitor. It's kind of fun. It's fun in like a bad way. It's kind of like when you... Well, as I said, I firmly believe that that game could be a gem if it was a lot cleaner, like ran better and stuff like that. But it's kind of like when you watch a movie that's like bad, but it's like entertaining as bad. Vegas games are fun. Yeah, I really like the Rainbow Six Vegas games. I think they're a bundle of joy. The first game's campaign I don't think is as structured narrative-wise as the second one is. That's why I was thinking the second one might be a better one to stream. You know what, I should probably just send a poke over to Kevin about that one and see if I can get him to download it so we can try it and see if it works, and if not, I might just take a crack at it solo. Just schedule all this crap. Go, horse, go! Yeah, as soon as you get stuck on a horse, you're just screwed. Just screwed. RC6 Vegas 2. That's a crazy acronym. RC6V2. RC6V2. Christ. Actually, it would be really cool if Ubisoft could do like a retro kind of pack, like a HD pack, like a quick one for the Rainbow Six games and the Ghost Recon games. You know, like the original Xbox and like the 360 era ones. It would be really nice if they could just do like a quick 4K 60 bump up. Like, just not even like texture remasters, but just like a nice little package of those old games to be able to enjoy again. I think would be kind of fun. This is a really different level. I thought we were doing the one that has the 3 sections in the middle of it that you have to take. I'm so confused as to which level we're playing on. That's when you know it's been too long, is I'm forgetting about the map formation setup. Take the fortress. Could you imagine having guns and sieging a fortress? Jeez. I'm gonna change up for warfare. The enemies would warp in. Oh, for like terrorist hunt and stuff. Yeah, those were the good days. Yeah, it would be really nice to have just like a nostalgic pack of Rainbow Six games. Although I don't know if it would be financially worth it. That's a problem. Games are even like remasters and ports are so expensive now. But it would be really sweet if we could just like, yeah, just all the little retro ones. I think there's like 5 or 6 old like Rainbow Six games. Just kind of bump them all up and release them as a nice little package and stuff. It'd be kind of cool. From like a bit of a legacy standpoint. But I mean, why do that when you can just keep milking Rainbow Six Siege? You know, it's a bit of a shame.
You want me to patch you up? First aid, take it.
And the Ghost Recons, you know, like the old ones. Be a nice little package thing they could do.
Use that first aid.
I'm not leaving the wall to go revive that guy, but I'll save you. No? Oh, he's dead. Okay, I can't save him. Oh, there's 360 webcam. I wonder if I don't know if the cloud saves in that work. No, I think they shut down the webcam thing because that would be funny. That would be funny. Like I wonder, could I do that? Because it is like third person, right? Could I like? Because I have the 360 webcam somewhere. If I wanted to, I guess I theoretically could do the face scan into the game and then have that ready for the stream, but I don't know if that would still work, or if there's like issues getting that, because you'd have to do it on the 360 and then move it over to the Series X. Yeah, I don't know if that would work because of the emulation and stuff, but it would be kind of entertaining. I thought that was sort of just the start of games kind of like allowing us to import our faces into them and have like fun like that, but yeah, it never really took off, did it? Sadly. But then there's also all these like legality things of these companies, like having images of your face on record and stuff, and yeah, that's a whole thing too, right? And then if it's like children scanning their face into a game, and yeah, but there's a lot of legality things that just don't fly these days. Yeah, 360 era was like the best game era. I keep waiting for it to get better, and it never does. I don't want that. I wanted the freaking horse. Now I gotta walk all the way over here to this fortress. I literally got us into this fortress, and now we're back below it, not even taking this thing. Oh, my team sucks. Seriously, we were all inside there. How did this fall apart? It doesn't even make sense. Doesn't make sense. Tony Hawk on a PSP? Well, did the PSP have a camera thing? I remember the DS had like a really crappy camera thing. Or was that the 3DS? And you could do like scan things and stuff. There's always these neat ideas for these like interactive game things, and it's just like they never really take off because like cheesy, weird one-off mechanics are hard to get like well adopted across the industry, and like strange peripherals are hard to sell on people and stuff. Yeah. I guess the other question too for those old Rainbow Six games, do they even have the source code anymore? Oh, yeah, I guess that's a larger question, is if they even have that. Because Saints Row 2 is lost because they don't have the source code. So you'd have to reverse engineer that one to redo it, and you know, Volition isn't even around anymore, so... When do I think Microsoft's doing their event? It's gonna be on Valentine's Day to break your heart. But again, we don't know if it'll be an event. It could very well be them just literally sending out like a newsletter thing or something. Yeah. Anyways, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. I want the goddamn horse. Subscribing's great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you're into that, use the link. Yeah, because I mean, it's just a business update. It doesn't necessarily mean they'll... I mean, they'll probably do a video for it or something, but it's not going to be like some big E3 level, like, live streamed event or something. It would be funny if it was. I think that would be worse if that literally is it, is that they're doing like a future of Xbox stream kind of thing too. So that's another thing, is it's like, I don't know how to describe this. This is a very, very closed off private thing they're doing, because the timeline has been moved up from when they wanted to do it. And it's not set up enough that they're doing like a press preview, because occasionally when Xbox is doing something that they believe will generate excitement, they invite like press to like watch it early, and they're not doing that for this, to my knowledge. Because I've been a part of some of those in the past where Xbox talks about their future plans and stuff. I've actually like been part of those, and you watch little videos talking about it. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, because I did that, when was the last time we did that? Like a year, 2 years ago or something? It was just ahead of E3, and it was like talking about them making Xbox and other platforms, or available for other devices and stuff, and TVs and everything. Are the lobbies full? I'm the only one out here. I'm all by myself. It's just me on the battlefield alone.
Objective butter. We have lost objective butter.
We lost butter? It's like we can't hold on to butter to save our lives. And we have this useless ship that does nothing. I literally went to revive you, dude, and you revived yourself? God damn it, man. Yeah. I was wondering when the moderatorship would stand out. It's not even Xbox doing the event. Again, we don't know if it's like an event thing, right? And we also, we don't know if it's Microsoft doing it. There are rumors that this is a Microsoft decision, not an Xbox decision. The only really like concrete information we specifically have is that Phil Spencer is making a business update this next week. We don't even, again, specifically know if this is gonna be like a live streamed event, or if it's gonna be literally, he could just literally tweet something and that could be the business update. You could be like, lol, playing Pal World, and that could literally be the update they send out. I mean, it definitely won't be. It's gonna be something bad, but yeah. I do find it very interesting, though, that people are just kind of like taking word that comes out either way as being like 100% what's actually happening. Like, it's not like they're coming up with what they think is going to happen. They're just like, well, this guy said this, and now he said this, and this is the way, even though what he said prior wasn't the way. Or taking what they want out of like the equation on it is just really interesting. Ow, my knees. Ow, my other set of knees. They're crippled. Phil Spencer? Sure, he can come and moderate on the channel when he gets retired. Yeah. Play's actually a master mod. But yeah, there's not really like full details. It's just literally they're doing a business update. As I said, a real panicking moment should be if there is a live stream and there's a bunch of executives sitting on chairs in a conference room, because that 100% mirrors what they did with Dreamcast. I'd be really worried. The exit strategy revealed. Seriously, if they actually announce a live stream event, and it's like a bunch of Microsoft executives sitting behind tables with like little speaker mics in front of them and the press out there, that means they're shutting the Xbox down. Because that's what that would be exactly what they did with the Dreamcast like Sega. They had like a conference, a traditional business conference. They sat down behind chairs and they spoke into the microphones. I'd be like, well, this isn't gonna be good. Nothing they say next week is gonna be good. But Yeah, it could literally be a tweet. It's just a business update. That doesn't mean it's a live stream. It doesn't mean it's a conference, a town hall thing. It doesn't mean there's going to be a video. Yeah. Could be anything. Could be anything. But I'm sure it will be entertaining and greatly discussed. And probably shift the entire gaming industry in a weird direction, but who's to say? Zero left us again? This guy always just gives up. He's a quitter. Trying to siege a castle here. We need winners. I was just gonna save your life, dude. Remember when I took the inner courtyard for us and our team just completely lost it? Kinda would piss off.
I'll fix those wounds.
Kinda piss off. Just a little bit of one. Just a little bit. Okay, so we have planes coming in. We have no forward attacks. Our tanks aren't providing much cover for us to actually get into a good position. We've taken neither sector. We've lost over half our tickets. We're gonna lose. What gun is this? Oh, I don't know. Where do I customize my stuff? The M1 907 SL Trench. It's not even usually my type of gun, but for whatever reason I use it in this game and it just works. It's a beautiful level. What a beautiful level. So it looks like our goal is to try to take A right now. I literally was about to revive you, dude. I don't even know why I bother trying to save these people. Now you're trying to save lives, and this is what I get.
There's some first aid.
That's what happens when you let your heart win. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what you get. Get him, Achilles. Don't let your heal be a problem. Can someone save my life now? It's most likely going to be a video or a live stream. But like, you're assuming it's going to be a video or a live stream. Again, he literally just said it's a business update. I don't think it's going to be good. It's probably going to be a very serious bad thing, but like, again, you're making the assumption that it's going to be this or that. For all we know, Bill Spencer's got a dope record he's going to drop next week. Although I don't think the Microsoft shareholders would be very happy if that was the case. I think the funnier thing is they've literally let their community just implode for like the lols, and they're not gonna... They've done nothing to help out on that. We're just sitting here just waiting for the man to say something. Or maybe not even him, maybe someone else. God fucking damn, we're not getting this goddamn thing at all. Drinking beer and playing Hella Loose is great. That's nice, Zero. I'm not preparing for the worst. I've already prepared for the worst. Okay, well, we just give up on this. We're not taking this castle. There was a time where we could have, but we just don't have the players to do it. There's not enough heart on this team to take this. Stupid boat ain't even shooting and destroying things. They're getting so cocky, they're leaving the safety of their castle to shoot at us. That's when you know things are getting bad. Damn it, dude. Halo Infinite. Yeah, I don't like Halo Infinite, so probably not. Phil Spencer, my exciting business update is I'm dropping a mixtape with my band, and it's going to be available to all Game Pass users, so you're welcome. It's going to appear as an icon on all your Xboxes. You know that thing you two did back in the day with iPods? That's what I'm doing. And then Phil Spencer's sitting there being like, do you think they bought it? They could drop it on Monday. Drop what? The vinyl, the mixtape? I mean, yeah, Phil Spencer could drop his mixtape on Monday. It's probably going to be Valentine's Day, though, because that hurts the most emotionally to all of you. Yeah. Okay, we've got one ticket left. It's kind of been pitiful seeing this team fall apart from a team that like actually could get like the job done to a team that just like is incredibly incompetent. What the hell were we doing out there? Our team used to be good.
The liberation of all peoples under the yoke of these imperial despots is a cause that never ends.
Victory for the Ottomans in the Middle East would have been seen as a sign of renewed strength.
Well, I mean, if they were really smart, they would have dropped it right ahead of the SuperbOwl, and it would have gotten like totally lost in the media stream and chat, right? So long. Weren't you here like last week? What's the next map? Operation Over. Defeat. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. I'm just glad I'm over this hurdle of like subscriber loss from all this Xbox nonsense. Back on track. What his tracks would be? Letting down the Xbox base. My big apology tour 2023. Red fall or red fail. I can't sell a console to save my life. Now I've got this crazy idea in my head of making an image of Phil Spencer's mixtape. You could call it the death of Xbox. A day one Game Pass exclusive. They mostly do things on Tuesdays or Thursdays? Do they? Do they? Next year? Oh god, sorry, that's so mean. Next year. That'd be the final track. It would be next year. Yo, we got great exclusives coming, but they ain't coming till next year, so you better keep waiting, Xbox fam. DJ Phil Spencer, yo, bum 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 bum. Making those big bills, but dropping no exclusives. Making you hop on that G-Pass. Oh my god, you can have a track called G-Pass. Got those day one games, you ain't gotta pay. Oh, fuck. I want this to be a thing. Has anyone suggested this to Phil Spencer, that he needs to drop a mixtape with this? I got one pass for your ass. It's called Game Pass.
Soldaten, the Italians are upon us.
My bad on that one.
We must hold the churches.
Alright, we're back to... Have we done a full loop of this game's maps? Is that possible? We've done like a full loop of maps in this game? Maybe we should find another lobby. Or is it only because we've done this? Okay, is there anyone in this lobby that I'm like playing with, or are these just people I have? Well, Zero's in here. I kind of want to see if there's like another lobby I can join that's got like different map rotation. Because I feel like there's more maps in this game. Now let's see what else we got here. G-Pass needs a music video. Dun 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 dun. Feo Fortress, Montegrappa. Oh, we just did Feo Fortress. Maybe that's the lobby we're in. I thought there were more maps in this game. I'm in this one. This map. I want to do this. Yes, this has different levels. I want in on this. G-Pass spinner and an iced out chain. Have you seen that? Xbox releases jewelry on their Xbox store. Like, they have like really fancy Xbox jewelry, and I was like, who's is paying this much for Xbox jewelry? Let me see if they still have that on the Xbox store. Is it called the Xbox Gear Store or something like that? Like, they have like really expensive, like nice jewelry, and I'm just like, why are you spending that on that kind of jewelry? Next, Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 isn't popular enough to stream, and there's not enough people playing it to stream. It's kind of a dead game. Same with Battlefield Hardline. We had to let it go. Our shop is based in the US. That's great. That's great. But where's... Sorry, I gotta find the jewelry here. Yeah, so like $110, and you can get like an energy sword necklace. I mean, it's kind of cool, but like, you know, who's dropping jewelry money on like Xbox stuff? Let me go find... Yeah, they were supposed to send me an Xbox toaster. Not Xbox, but the company that makes it. Except they like sold out of all their stuff, so they're like, if we get a new order thing, we'll send it to you. And I was like, eh, okay, whatever. Probably forget by the time it happens. Let me go see if I can find this jewelry. There we go. Yeah, they had this like ridiculous large Xbox like crystal thing you could wear on your neck. I was like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, here we go. The this is a little different. Master Chief helmet necklace in gold or silver. $140. Yeah, Halo X King Ice Master Chief helmet necklace. Yeah, you using this guy money emote? Oh, here's one. The $220. The Xbox X King Ice Emerald logo necklace for $220. Don't you want to feel like a G walking around with that on your neck? See, my thing is, why don't they hire me to come here and model this jewelry? I feel like this should be my jam. I just be like, got my.
We need to defend the city of Amio at all costs.
I'm trying to find a picture of somebody like wearing it. It's just like fucking kills me. Phil DJ G-Pass Spencer. I thought the game, like him doing a mixtape thing, was hilarious. Anyways, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, and you know, the Discord for Streamlers, chat at great times, and there's an Amazon store affiliate link if you're into that. Oh, here we go. The Xbox King Ice Sphere logo necklace, $200. Like, if you're spending money on jewelry, shouldn't you spend something on, like, not, like, Xbox jewelry? Like, are people walking around with, like, a big Xbox, like, gold thing on their face? Look how serious this guy. This guy's, like, serious. He's like, oh, sorry, it's the webcam's frozen for a sec. It's like, yeah, I'm rocking this. He's rocking that big Xbox logo thing. You can get iced out with Xbox gear. Yeah, they got all kinds of, stuff you can get. There's like a controller for like $200. Oh, the Bloodblade looks kind of cool. But again, it's like, are you, like, you know, like, are you gonna, like, wear this? I haven't been on the store in a while. I wonder what else they got on here. They actually have, like, really nice clothing. Honestly. I wanted the, there was, like, a shot glass that was kind of funny, but I was like, you know, the shipping and stuff to get it to Canada, I'm like, ugh. There's actually a few Xbox gear things I was kind of looking at, but I think it was like $50 to like ship it here. And I was like, yeah, I think I asked my Xbox rep at one point, I was like, hey, there was like some stuff I wanted to get on the Xbox gear page. Can you guys like comp my shipping or something? And they're just like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, whatever.
Use that first aid.
The idea was there. Bum 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 ba da. Finally, some new levels, eh? Well, I mean, we did the full map rotation, so I guess I shouldn't say that, but at least this, yeah, no, it's got some different maps in this rotation, which is good for us. PlayStation, jewelry, and stuff. Did they do a PlayStation jewelry? Yeah. A business event? He never said it was a business event. He said he was doing a business update. You gotta go read that, man. I'd get clowned. Well, if there's one thing that I've kind of learned growing up is, like, Rock the Ice on his mixtape cover? Damn right. I think his album would be like The Death of Xbox, DJ Phil, G-Pass Spencer, or something like that. But yeah, if there's one thing I've learned is, like, people really don't care what you're wearing. Like, if you're just walking out in public, someone might take 2 seconds and be like, eh. But unless you, like, know somebody, most people just literally could give a shit less what you're wearing or how you're dressed or what you're doing. Most people literally don't care. You're like a 2-second thing that they're interacting with in their day. And you might be like, huh, that guy's wearing an Xbox jewelry piece or something, and you might get like a slight chuckle, but I mean, nobody really cares. At least where I live. If you go to Toronto, though, people will stop in the middle of the street and, you know, say, send these towards you, which is interesting. You wouldn't waste your money on it, but you could be like a G with this big Xbox jewelry thing and stuff. Think how cool you could be. You'd be like, ah, that guy's a gangster. They call him the X-Gangster because he walks around with this big icy Xbox logo jewelry. It's cool. What's up, Swordson? Just imagine how sick I could be with my big Xbox jewel necklace or my Halo Energy Sword necklace. You know, like, ladies, they get nice jewelry that's got like hearts and stuff on it. I could have a big energy sword. Or a Xbox controller. I mean, they sold out of the energy sword one, so that's kind of funny. Oh, what did you inherit from Grandpa dying? I got his sweet 2020 energy sword necklace. Oh, that was a cool one. Grandpa really liked that. Oh god. But I mean, people buy it, so it's, you know, it's just leaving money on the table for them not offering that as a thing. I'm trying to remember what that shot glass was that I was kind of interested in. They had like an Age of Empires mug that I thought was kind of cool. It was like a beer mug for Age of Empires. I was like, oh. I was like, I don't drink enough beer. Like, I guess if I home brewed, then I could like have a beer cup or an excuse for one, but otherwise I don't really see the point. They are rocking my world right now. I'll save you, freaking D. Hey Zero, why aren't you in the squad, dude? We've got 3 empty slots here. We need to build a team. An Xbox chain is what I've always wanted. So walking around with my big X chain. Yeah. Just feeling cool.
We are losing objective butter.
See how ridiculous my outfit looks. The big Xbox gold chain or whatever. The big Xbox logo gold edition. They'd be like, oh, Sky, calm down with all that Riz. All the ladies would go, ooh, look at that guy. He's got lots of expendable income if he's got a freaking Xbox logo thing going on there. Dior hoodie on Etsy, 150 for 1700 USD. Oh, that's good. Is that like a special hoodie? You guys are excited about the SuperbOwl tomorrow? It could be a letter. I don't think Phil Spencer is going to write you a letter. Dear Mad Wolf, it is I, Phil Spencer. I've been out here on the front lines of the console war for many years, and I think it's time we stopped by giving away our exclusives. I'm writing this on this parchment here, to you and many other Xbox gamers about the direction of the company. I hope you enjoy my sick mixtape. I've attached it below. Yours always. Yours truly, Phil Spencer, Xbox. I could wear the onesie with it? Yeah, that'd be fun. Do we need a follow-up to the Xbox onesie review, and I'll review the chained gold Xbox thing? I can wear my Xbox onesie out in the snow and have this big like jewelry chain and be like, yo! I'm the true gangster with this jewelry. See, now this is one of those situations where I wish I had like a wife or something that knew me. I'd be like, hey honey, what do you think about me spending $200? With like the $50 shipping from the US. $250 on this Xbox logo jewelry chain. Be like, yeah, shouldn't like groceries or living be a priority? Nah, I kind of want this chain.
First aid, take it.
Oh, we lost this area? This is like one of our, you know, most essential areas to hold. That's not good. We didn't hold the line, guys. Well, of course T-Swizzle's gonna win. You know, what's really amazing is that, like, honestly, you know, like, Taylor Swift, she didn't even play football a year ago. And this year she's led a team all the way to the SuperbOwl. And they're gonna win, and it's gonna be a story that they make a movie out of, that she herself will star in. It's amazing. You know, it's just one of those stories that those sports movies are made of. It's just like a small town girl, you know, with a family with lots of connection and money, and then, you know, she just, in her later years, somehow really gets passionate about football and enters the league, and she wins the big game.
I'll deal with those wounds if you like.
You know. It's a true underdog story. True underdog story. You think she's gonna shake it off tomorrow? Xbox, they've always had hoodies, all kinds of stuff. Have you ever seen the Xbox onesie review? I am glad that over the years, I've been able to build up my Xbox onesie review to have over 25,000 views. I'm so proud of that. Yeah, over 25,000 people have seen me rock the Xbox onesie. Yeah. You're gonna bet the house? Well, when you make some big money tomorrow, make sure you splash a little bit of that cash over here, because, you know, I gotta be all Sky Money on this. I'm just here trying to make a living. Oh yeah, I'm sure she's made lots of money off of the NFL. Well, from what I read, they were doing free advertisement stuff for her tour and her album because they are hoping that there's a chance that she might consider doing a halftime show for them. That's the hope. They're giving her a lot of promotion and stuff because A, she brings in a new audience that's younger that the NFL is struggling to get. B, she's a big name. C, there's a bit of a whole story, the love story angle and stuff, which could be PR driven, who's to say, really, honestly. But it's been a big boom for them, but also it's just like, for the odd chance that she might consider doing a halftime show, they're giving her all kinds of stuff just to make her, like, you know, build her up and stuff, because it would be a big get for them. It would be a cruel summer, Czar. We're not talking about PlayStation, Xbox all the time. We're here to talk about T-Swizzle. A cardboard box? Well, that's nice. I hope it's a sturdy one. Yeah. I mean, hell, she just got that Disney money for her concert to be on Disney Plus, too. God, that woman's got great business sense and setup, I gotta tell you. You'd be lucky to date such a successful woman. She could literally carry you in life. And fly you around on her private jet. You guys think we're gonna hold the line? We got 30 tickets to hold, but I think they got multiple attacks that they can do. Usually for this one, you hold the sector prior, because it's like you lose that sector, this one's usually pretty easy for them to take, but I think we should be able to hold off these 30 guys. It's not like they're Spartans or anything. Man, we got some comedy gold in this stream today. We're gonna have some really good timestamps afterwards. I'm gonna have to waste some of my night doing some good timestamps on the stream. You got like Phil Spencer dropping his mixtapes, the weird Xbox jewelry, all those older segments. Great stuff. Usher. Okay, so Usher has like that song, Yeah, right? You know, like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But what other songs does Usher have? I'm honestly curious. I don't know what else Usher does. I don't even know that Yeah song. rap at the halftime, I mean, they kind of get who's popular, right? Or who they can get. Because it's like a free gig, right? Like, they do it for free just for the exposure and stuff. And yeah, I mean, there wasn't the Chili Peppers part of one a few years back or something like that. And I don't know. They kind of get who they get, and, you know, who's the name they can get. I mean, hell, the one year it was pretty sick. We had Eminem and 50 Cent and Snoop and all those guys together. So yeah, weren't the Chili Peppers there for part of one of them? That was cool. I think they did only like part of a song or something, but you know, they were there. Get who's popular. Besides, like, rock music's kind of dead in the modern era, and any of the rockers that are still alive are freaking old as hell. They're basically like zombies out on stage. They're like, oh. Actually, apparently, did you hear 50 Cent got in shape because people were making fun of him during the Super Bowl? And I'm like, good for that, dude. I thought he was just like popped up on like steroids or something, but I guess he was just fat, and he worked out, and he got in shape, and he looks fit now. So good for that guy. Would Phil make Sarah Bond dance in one of the videos? I think Sarah Bond would be like featured on one of the tracks. You know what I mean? Where they come in and they like. I think she would come in and drop some like dope like rap rhymes, and then she would leave. Or it would be like one of those things where it's like Zed, where it's kind of like Phil Spencer's making the music and she's singing the whole song. Yeah, I think you'd have one song featuring Sarah Bond would be the thing. Yeah. So there you go. Burn, Confessions, and Climax. Those can't actually be his song titles, are they? I just know Yeah. But I think that was from like 20 years ago. Like, I'm sure Usher's got some good stuff. It's just like I don't really hear any of them in commonplace. I'm sure I'll hear them tomorrow if I watch the halftime of the show, though, right? Yeah. And I'll never forget the best halftime show ever that starred Left Shark. God, that was great. Left Shark just... he did it. He delivered. Left Shark delivered. Oh, Joe's got a new picture. Where's the cat? Where's your cat, man? The fuck is this? There's no cat. Usually takes these odd pictures and there's a cat in there. I'm like kind of disappointed I don't see a cat. Usher has a big catalog. Well, not that I'm aware of. Streaming on other platforms. I think we literally talked about this yesterday. This is all I'll be at right now, for now. This album needs to happen. Phil Spencer's mixtape. Phil Spencer presents Phil DJ Game Pass Spencer drops The Death of Xbox. Yo yo. What about Britney Spears? Was she part of Left Shark? Dana, Dana, Dana. Now I'm more excited about Xbox dropping a sick mixtape next week instead of them doing an actual business call. This is the best idea we've come out with out of this whole situation.
Commander Foch has given us the go. Our tanks will move swiftly.
That's the big business update. Phil Spencer's pursuing his DJ career. Oh, this is a neat level. We don't ever really get this one either. Soils. This game just makes me want to play freaking Call of Duty 3, man. This Call of Duty 3. So glad we got to stream that once. Alright, let's go, team. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. God damn it. I don't even think I hit him. Phil G Money Spencer. I just think it's funny as Phil G Pass Spencer or something like that. We've even created a whole song list for him. Yeah. It turns out that no, Phil Spencer was not working on a sick music track for the next week. I don't want your class. I would have rather died, dude. Oh my god. Is that a treehouse? That's a cool looking area. Oh, where'd that guy come from? He's kind of looking forward to trying out this weapon, and yeah, I just got shot in the back there. Okay, so we basically have B, now we've almost got A. Good. Let us raise the French flag. Bonjour!
Tu veux un bandage?
Why is that angled in a way that he could escape? TJG pass. Yeah, Laurie disappeared because Laurie ousted Laurie's self, and then the community was like, oh, I know you're Laurie, and then, yeah. Community really hurt my bottom line on that day. It was a huge financial loss. But I accept it for what it is. And then I think Laurie made that new account, and then I was like, I know who you are, and this new account was like, I don't like you acting like this, and then it vanished and never came back, and I was like, I was right. I'm sure someday Laurie will return in another form. I'll just be quiet then. I was too smart to be bedazzled that second time. The SKU for the new Xbox is G-Unit. Do you think they'll have a ballad track too? You know, just to show that they can sing? I feel like you gotta have a ballad track. So we've got iconic songs, like such as Next Year. we got a feature track featuring Sarah Bond. And then yeah, I think they gotta do a ballad track just to show that they can actually sing. Don't give up on the Xbox. Believe. It'd almost be funnier if they were like a rock group, because then they could like drop an acoustics version of their album later. They'll give you one of those fucking annoying full screen ads that they do for like COD and stuff, and it'll be like Phil Spencer's The Death of Xbox Mixtape. Download now, and it'll just be forever stuck on your screen. Yeah. There'll be no option to skip it, it'll just be like download now will be your only choice. Be like, you have to enjoy this as part of Game Pass, and all the Microsoft investors will be like, what the hell is this? Shareholders will be like, what the hell's going on? #1 downloaded Game Pass thing. Could you imagine sitting there and just taking the piss on like a whole freaking Xbox mixtape? We'd have to do a stream literally based on just listening to the songs and critiquing them for the lols. That would be a whole stream. We'd just be sitting there listening to the music and just being like, I don't know, man, I wasn't feeling that track. God, that freaking kills me.
We have taken objective Butter.
I'm excited for the Starfield expansion. I like Starfield. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there that like Starfield. Lots of people did play that game. We keep pretending that people didn't, but it was a very successful title. I don't know how the discourse got so negative. It's like the snowballing effect of chaos. If only people defended Starfield as much as they tried to defend against the rumors of Xbox. And it's like, come on.
We have lost objective Butter.
That should be another track, should be business update. Yo, I got an update for you. The platform's going bust, and so are you. Should have bought some Game Pass. Should have believed in Starfield. Now you got nothing but an empty plastic box. Oh, yeah. Why are you guys timing him out just because he got an emote timeout? What is wrong with you guys? I don't appreciate you giving 86 seconds, 86,000 seconds timeout. I'm gonna have to put 0 in a timeout so that he can think about not timing people out like that. Why did you time him out for like a day? 0, you need to stop abusing your moderatorship, or you're gonna get stripped of it. I'm not even kidding, man. You've been abusing it a lot recently. Yeah. 400 hours into this game or into another game? Starfield? I put a lot of time into Starfield. People just acting like they hated it, even though they spent like 100 hours or something playing it, is ridiculous. It's almost as ridiculous as not liking the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting. Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you're into the Amazon store using it, use the link to support the content when you're buying things. There you go. Yeah. I'm not even kidding, Zero. You need to watch your timing out, so you're gonna get freaking stripped of your moderating. I don't like seeing that. Yeah, no, I had a blast playing Starfield. I don't know, maybe it'll have a big redemption arc and everybody will love it later, like Cyberpunk, where I was like, oh, Cyberpunk's amazing, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's like, oh, this game fucking sucks. And then it's like a change later. Now everybody loves Cyberpunk, and I'm just like, what is this?
We have taken objective butter.
I miss when you used to get dog tags. I mean, you still kind of do, but I think it was cooler back in the day. Does 2042 do the dog tags thing? Damn. But I mean, I don't... You know, I have to sit there and put everybody on the list. I don't know who's on the clear list and who isn't on the clear list for frickin' emote spam. I try my best, but you know, I have to sit there and it's like every channel has to be like cleared individually. I have to copy the name and throw it in the portal thing. It is a difficult task. Running the Skybot and everything by myself and streaming and doing all this. A lot of work. A lot of things going on. I do what I can. I do what I can, man. I mean, we could probably get rid of the emoji spam limitations entirely, I guess, at this point. But, you know, it's just like, are the moderators going to deal with the sex bots if the sex bots come back? It's hard to say. There's nothing a moderator hates more than having to moderate. Phantom Liberty on its own? Like a standalone game? When's the next Palworld stream? Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. I was thinking it might be on Monday, but we'll see. We will see. I'm gonna try to go for B, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think tomorrow should be Resident Evil 3, kind of working through that all, because it's getting dropped on the G-Pass. And then, yeah, I was thinking of Palworld. Unless there's, like, an emergency, kind of like... I guess it really depends on when Xbox is doing their... Oh, fuck. When Xbox is doing their big drop note info, or if something crazy happens. Because I think Wednesday is gonna be Tomb Raider. And then Tuesday, well, I have like a calendar of like kind of things roughly set up. Let's see. Yeah, Skull and Bones, I don't know if they're giving me the Super Edition. I'm kind of assuming they are, so that would be on the 13th and the 14th. Because I think the 13th is Tuesday? Monday... So yeah, it's kind of looking like tomorrow should be Resident Evil 3 to do the whole game because of the Game Pass drop. And then hopefully on the Monday we do Pal World, the Tuesday Skull and Bones if I have the early access version to it, which I think maybe I will. And then Tomb Raider Remasters on the Wednesday. And then I don't have anything planned prior, but then it's all subject to change based on what kind of crazy news happens, or if something else releases, or whatever the hell, or maybe Skull and Bones is super popular and we need to do multiple streams of it, or I don't know. My life is very stuff happens where stuff happens and everything moves. I also really want to do a stream of the Inquisitor, and I don't know when to fit that in. Yeah. You're not aware of Tomb Raider 1 to 3? Really? I got it right now. I just need a goddamn moment. Oh, usually it's there. I just need a goddamn moment to sit there and do a video and prepare that for the embargo. Tomb Raider. Yeah. Should be pretty easy to do though. Kind of a quick video talking about them, how they're looking and everything like that. It's not like it's a new game, right? You know, remasters are a little easier to do. It's like, oh, it's Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. Classics. Classic Tomb Raider. Do they run good? Do they look good? Figure it out in the video review. That's basically what that is. Yeah, remasters, remakes. Well, remakes are a little bit more work because a remake, there's so much more that can be done with it, right? But like a remaster, it's pretty easygoing stuff. Yeah. Ow. You know, honestly, I don't think we've ever had this map in stream before. I don't know if we've ever streamed this level. But it'd be really cool to do a Cyberpunk stream, like do all the way from the beginning of the game and stuff like that, but I'm so used to having all my abilities in Cyberpunk, I don't know if I could even do that anymore. Then there's also the whole YouTube element of, you know, the adult content in that game and whether or not people still want to watch Cyberpunk at this point, and oh, it's a whole thing. It is a whole thing.
50 of our soldiers remain.
Yeah, I think we lost. We'll have to re-battle, I think, with a support icon or something. Because it's like they are not letting us touch A or B in the slightest. It's the Ewok houses. What the freaking hell? Where is that coming from? Man, our team is useless. We don't even have like a foothold in either of these sectors. Like, not even people to spawn off of. This is going so badly. Like, we took the first position really easily. And the second one we're absolutely just struggling at. You think the city structuring would help too, but it's kind of been detrimental. Mostly because I guess we have to enter open fields to get to the city structuring. Alright, we're taking B. Good. And we're spawning on B. This is what I like to see. Teams coming together. The Tomb Raider games are fun. I really like the modern Survivor trilogy. I'm kind of super worried that they're going to ruin that with their plans to like combine the original Tomb Raiders with the traditional Tomb Raider. Like, the original Tomb Raiders are supposed to be combined lore-wise and narrative-wise with the Survivor trilogy, which makes no sense at all. They're totally, completely different games and series. So. Yeah, good luck, Crystal. Let's see what they do with it. I'm just like, I really like the Survivor series, and it stands so well on its own that I'm just like, why even bother trying to combine the continuity with other stuff? I don't even get it. Anyways, more Tomb Raider is always good, and it's been a long time since Shadow of the Tomb Raiders, so kind of looking forward to more Lara Croft. And I'm hoping we at least maybe see some more remasters of Tomb Raider games too, right? Like there's a lot of other ones that are kind of sitting there waiting to be ported to modern platforms. Silent Hill 2? I'd probably October, I would imagine, if it comes out this year. You want to release that around Halloween. The Mantis blades are ridiculous, but I like the wire. Resell the map for money? Oh, that was funny. They always patch the fun stuff in games. So now we get a tank. Now we get a tank. Okay, let's go. Push hard. I'm so glad we got that Xbox One X so that these games look as good as they do. That's a big worry too, I think, for Xbox missing out on a mid-gen refresh is like all these games. Like a whole collection of games are going to look way better on PS6 than on the next Xbox backwards compatibility wise, if there is a next Xbox. The Tomb Raider multiverse? Ugh, I hate multiverse crap. That's like the worst part of society right now is everything's a multiverse. Oh, you heard a rumor of an Uncharted remake. I mean, they've been... That one's been around for a long time. The Uncharted remake. Rumors. Because there was... what the hell was that company called? There was another developer. Not Naughty Dog. That was supposed to be working on remaking Uncharted. And then Sony canceled that. And, I haven't heard anything about it for a long time, but yeah, it was a cancel project, the remake. I can't remember what they ended up doing. Were they the ones that ported the Uncharted games to PC or something? But yeah, there was a company that was around. There was a smaller group within the Sony first-party stuff or something that was handling that. But that was like years ago, and nothing really came of it. But yeah, no, Uncharted 1 needs a remake. Like 2 and 3 hold up really well. But 1 is really wonky. Like, it still looks okay and plays alright. But the contrast between that one and the fourth one is like... So that one could do with a remake. In my opinion, like, games from the 360 era are definitely in the realm of something that you could remake. Like, a lot of them you can get away with remasters, let's be real here. But like those games you could remake, and the technology today could make them much better. You know, we've seen that with Dead Space, and yeah, that is a game that actually could use a remake. Is Uncharted, the original. Yeah, the technology difference is baffling. You find the Tomb Raider Legends trilogy more fun because the puzzles are more challenging? I'm more into the Tomb Raider action. Yeah. My thing is, I just wish PlayStation would work on something like Jak and Daxter package, like a remastering those, or remastering the Sly Cooper series, or you know, the Resistance trilogy remastered would be nice, or you know, the Killzones. It's like, you know, these franchises that kind of weren't as popular, like over legacy time. They're not really well known anymore, and it's just like they just keep focusing on all these resources, remaking and remastering games that really don't quite, like, I get they sell well, but like they don't really need it. Whereas, yeah, there's a lot of titles there that can really use it. That's the thing, too, is there's so many of these Bethesda titles that I'm like, they could use touch-ups and stuff, and Xbox doesn't have any teams that work on that kind of thing, which is a shame.
We are losing objective button.
Xbox needs a team like Blue, whatever they're called, that could like touch up Xbox games and Bethesda and Activision games. That would be nice. On the bright side, there's just no need to remake or remaster the Last of Us games anytime soon, considering, you know, they've already done that so many times. I guess next up, the Last of Us PC would be coming, right? But yeah, at least they don't have to touch those franchises again until PS6 in 2028 or whatever. So it's at least 4 years until we see another Last of Us remake or remaster. So that's good. Yeah. that's good. I don't know if we're gonna get these positioned. Like the freaking, it's just holes. This whole area, it's just holes. Mortar strike holes, explosive holes. It's we can't even touch A. Or when we do, we instantly lose it. God damn it, man. If Resistance was so great, it would have kept getting sequels. Oh, just kidding. Lara and Legends can dual wield. Oh, okay. Lara Croft in Tomb Raider. Oh, god damn it. We need to take these sectors. Seriously, this is getting embarrassing at this point. I can't believe we're getting held here so, like, effectively. What the hell, man? We're losing B2 again? Our team's just not very good this match. Yes, hello there. I'm alive! I'm getting gassed. I mean, the real question is, where's the Halo 3 remaster or remake? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm also waiting for people to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming a channel member. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, and the Amazon store affiliate link. If you're into that, use the link. God of War, I could see them remastering God of War and remaking the earlier ones. Oh yeah, Infamous is another series that could do with some remasters. See, there's all these PlayStation franchises that are just kind of being left alone, and it's like, the hell, you know? Apparently, yeah, isn't it like they're remaking Horizon as well, the first Horizon? I'm just like, what are you? You know, it's gotta be like negligible, like upgrades on this stuff. You know, like, I really love the Horizon games, but the last thing they need is, like, remakes or remastering.
We have taken objective apples.
Same with The Last of Us Part 2 remaster. That was probably the least necessary remaster I think I've ever seen in gaming. There was nothing really different in it. Oh, another new Infamous game. Yeah, I don't think that series is gonna come back either. And I don't think the Resistance series was popular enough to justify a remake of it. Uncharted, yes. The Resistance series, nah. At best, you'd get a remaster. And that would be a remastering of the trilogy, as like a quick trilogy remaster pack. I do ponder if that'll be a term that sticks with gamers this gen, though, is like remake station or remaster station, because it is getting a little bad on PlayStation in terms of like everything just being remakes and remasters of like they're not even doing different games; it's the same ones over and over again. Like, where am I even getting shot from? I don't see the line of sight. Oh, he's on top of that thing. Oh, that's clever. I don't think we're taking this. Until Dawn. Yeah, so like, I thought it was a remake. It sounds more like it's an Until Dawn remastering or something. That I called that as soon as they announced the movie update. You go back to that stream where like literally the minute they announced that they were doing the movie, I was like, yeah, they're gonna remaster that. Because Sony's big focus right now is like having a bit of a multimedia ecosystem. You know, a show or a movie alongside a game. As they build interest in one another, and Sony has hands in both of those departments, so it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it's like literally the second they said they're doing an Until Dawn movie, I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna remake that thing. And then sure enough. But yeah, it did kind of almost come out of nowhere. But I'm kind of excited for it. It's a great excuse to sit there and replay that one, and it's one I've wanted to stream for a while, but I was just like, it's kind of a awkward one to fit in schedule-wise. But yeah, perfect excuse to sit there and have a nice fun stream of it. Yeah. PlayStation. Hey, all the console platforms are still alive for now. It's kind of like a Schrodinger's cat kind of thing for Xbox too right now, so go either way.
We have taken objective butter.
Oh, we took objective butters, did we? A's the one that frickin' is impossible. Literally impossible. We've got no ground on this thing. Jeez. Yeah, maybe on like Thursday we could do the Inquisitor. That would be fun. Oh, where the fuck did you come from? Where was that guy? No, Until Dawn is coming to PC and PS5. So yeah, coming to both. Which is kind of cool. My thing that I find surprising is that was it Supermassive isn't doing the remastering. It's like another company, which I think is intriguing. It's always fun when these companies come with surprising announcements, though. That's so hard to do in the modern era. So many things leak or get spotted, and yeah. The other weird thing is like, why is gaming so secretive too? Ooh, maybe we can do some Until Dawn interviews. That would be hard because they're all pretty high caliber actors, aren't they? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that might be cool. We'll see where we're at that point. I think it's more of a remaster. Like I can't remember if it was called Until Dawn Remake. Everyone like at first I thought it was a remake, and then everyone on Twitter and places are calling it a remaster. And I'm not too sure. Because they said it's like rebuilt, which to me sounds like a remake. But then I saw some of the shots, like it looks more like a remaster. I think we're supposed to be confused. Yeah. A Little Big Planet? I don't think Little Big Planet does very well anymore. The Last of Us Part 1? Nah, dude, that was a remake, that one. That was actually a remake. That was definitely a remake. That was a big bump up. Big bump up. The super heavy tank does nothing. It does nothing. Nothing at all. We're just gonna lose A again. Now we're just gonna do it at nighttime. It's actually neat that the time of day progresses. And as I said, I don't think we've ever streamed on this level before. I don't think this has ever come up. Not a single time. And hopefully it won't be another 7 months before we stream this again, I guess. I don't know, we'll see how the metrics do after we get to the post-watch. Oh, god damn it. Another Last of Us remake? The remake of The Last of Us. Like, what do you call something after you've already remade it and stuff? Or will it be The Last of Us Part 1 remastered and then they'll do The Last of Us Part 2 remake? Do you think they'll just go back and forth? That would make sense. The Last of Us Part 1 remastered. Because technically the first one was called The Last of Us Remastered. And it'd be a remaster, a remake, and another remaster. And then you could do The Last of Us Part 2 remake. Although I'm sure at that time we'll have... I wonder if that'll be a big AI advancement. Will be quicker remasterings. I do ponder that. Because, you know, we've got that great stuff coming from NVIDIA, right? Where the RT Remix, where you can, like, really easily remix assets in a game. Kind of just automating it. And I do wonder if maybe that'll be a thing, as these AI tools will allow us to take an old game and kind of quickly remaster it without actually having to sit there and do much dev work, just like regenerating better textures and stuff and making it look about the same, but like way better and higher fidelity. That would be an interesting use of AI, would be quick remasterings. Huh. I never thought of it from that perspective, but that would be a genuinely interesting way to use those tools, just to quickly upscale and revamp assets, and that would cut down on the development time a lot. Because a lot of the time for remasters, you gotta sit there and remaster the textures. But if you could just like whip them up in a machine and be like, okay, this looks right, that looks right, and just kind of like port it, that would cut down on dev time significantly. We took A! For now. Is this finally gonna be our breakthrough moment? I want to break through to the SuperbOwl. So A is the hard one, B is the easy one. So let's see if we can hold A while going for B, or should I just try to hold A? We do have a couple tanks here. Although that tank is sweltering under the chaos. God damn it. What was that? Killed in action. From what? The tank? Am I winning? No, I'm still 47 channel members away from a new emote. Losing every day. Do you think we're gonna get the Marvel Spider-Man remake? Do you think they'll do that? Marvel Spider-Man Part 1 remake? God, that would be funny. I don't think that would be like really negligible upgrades to remaking that first one. I guess you could theoretically include Miles Morales as like into the first game and that make that like a big pack, but that's weird. Yeah. You missed all the riveting chats, Filet. We had the Phil Spencer Game Pass mixtape. We're talking about Xbox jewelry. It was great. It was a wild night. Riveting conversation. Great dialogue. I guess if you're new to the streams, guys, we do this like each day almost, so there's always something going on. Yeah, pretty great. Except for all the deaths. This has been the only slog, I'd say, of the night. We went through the whole map rotation of the other thing, but like, this map, we just literally cannot get this. It's like nigh impossible. It's like cannon fodder.
We are losing objective butter.
Like, what a dumb idea doing a freaking open field like this. That's probably why this is so hard, is it's just like literal no man's land. Probably the most authentic World War I map in this collection, but still. Yeah. Well, honestly, I think Halo 1 could get a... I think like all of the older Halos could do with a remake at this point. No, like seriously, like you look at PlayStation remaking stuff after 4 or 5 years, and it's like, you know, the last remastering effort for Combat Evolved was in 2011. You know, like Fable could use a remake, the original. That one was also in, I think it was that one done in 2011 alongside the Halo CE, or was it done later? You know, like the Halo 2 remastering. Yeah, it's 2000. It's been 10 years since Halo 2 was remastered. Halo 3 was a 2007 game. It's never been touched. Halo 4 was like, they still look really good, but like you could touch all of them up. Like hell, Halo 4 was 2012. Halo Reach was 2010. That one's a little showing its age as well. You could remake that one. Fuck, Halo 5 you could probably redo and make it look better as well. You would hope you could, you know, at this point, but yeah, Halo 5 is like freaking 9 years old. Ugh. Yeah, you could. Those Halo games, they're like, they still look great. A great looking game always looks good, but I definitely see where those ones could be touched up. Hell, you're at the point where Gears 1 could be remade again and make it look even better. Same with Gears 2 and 3. Gears of War Part 1. Yeah. Yeah, Morrowind, to me, from what I've read, Morrowind is not remakeable. It's too large. The mechanics of it are too old. And a lot of the stuff in it is a little, like, some of the stuff in it is a little questionable in the modern era. So, like, yeah, you really... Master Chief Collection remake, that would be nice. Yeah, it would be way too ambitious to do another Morrowind remake. Allegedly, we're getting... Well, I guess I really shouldn't say allegedly. Like, we know we're getting a remaster and or a remake of Oblivion. So that's happening. But, yeah, Morrowind, I believe, is untouchable at the current time unless we get, like, some sort of AI technology advancement that could help make that a lot simpler. Yeah, it's just not doable. Sadly, yeah. I mean, personally, I'm really hoping... Well, we know the Fallout 3 remaster is real, but Fallout 3 and New Vegas definitely need, like, remasters. I don't think you need to remake them, but they definitely could have remasters with, like, Sprint and some cleaned up stuff in there. I'm hoping as these Fallout games kind of age and they maybe go and remaster or do remakes, that they, like, add a skip the opening section would be nice, but, yeah.
We are losing objective apples.
As I said, there's a lot of aging games from that, like, 360 era that really need touch-ups. It's not like movies, you know, they always remaster and they upgrade movies, but gaming's a little bit more effort, and gaming gets a little bit worse, where outdated games just get outdated and they get left behind. You gotta clean them up occasionally. Okay, so now we're taking B and we lost A. This is fucking impossible, dude. This is actually impossible. I don't know if we just don't have the team for it or if this map is just ridiculous, but, like, I don't know if this could be done.
We are losing objective butter.
I don't think this could be done. One of the most memorable opens, like, it's fun, but it would be nice to skip it if you could. We are, well, Skyrim, we're at the point where they technically should be remaking that game. Need for Speed RTX? Yeah, that one looked really impressive. I was trying to look into doing RTX type videos, but I'm just like, I don't really have the bandwidth right now to look into the setup and all that on those ones. But yeah, I was looking at some of them, they're really cool, but I was just like, yeah, as I said, I don't think I have the bandwidth to play around with the RTX stuff at the moment. Or even, I guess, own the game files and stuff to do it. I guess some of those are so old, they're probably just, like, open source at this point, but... Or, sorry, abandonware, I suppose. Yeah, there's a problem. Xbox... Well, again, we don't know if it's Monday for the Xbox announcement. And it's a business update more than anything. He's, Phil Spencer's dropping a mixtape. He's calling himself Phil DJ Game Pass Spencer, and he's dropping a mixtape, The Death of Xbox. I heard it's gonna have a song featuring Sarah Bond, and there'll be a ballad in there too. Like I said, they should have done the business update ahead of the Super Bowl, though. It would be completely drowned out PR-wise. I'm trying my best here, guys. You don't like Oblivion? Oh, that's like high fantasy greatness. Yeah, people always get on my ass, but they don't got all the info deets on this stuff. Matthew Beauty. Beauty booty. Huh. Yeah, you guys really missed it earlier in the stream. I was literally dropping like lyrics and stuff from these tracks. It was great. Yeah. I'll have to timestamp this all afterwards. This is a bit of a gem stream, I gotta tell you. We've had some really good stuff on this one. Look, we took A, and now we lost B, and we only have 35 tickets left. I fucking hate this level, dude. There's literally just no progression at all. It just sucks. We've wasted all 3 of our like battalions on like this one freaking area. No progress. We took the first section instantly, and this area is just like a slog. Yeah. The Connect, I hope it's announcement Connect 3.0. That would be sick. It's just, it can't be a good update either, because also with the fact that like literally they don't make announcements at this time of year that are good announcements. The only type of announcement that would be positive at this time of year would be an acquisition. But it definitely wouldn't be like a business update like they're doing.
We have lost objective apples.
Fuck me, I hate this so much. I can see why we never play on this map. It freaking sucks, dude. No progression, just stuck on a goddamn hill.
But we will never stop fighting. Inaction is atrophy, paralysis, and death.
By 1918,
Oh, the new map, the next map's awesome, but I've had enough of the Battlefield 1 for tonight, guys. It was fun. There's videos on the channel from today. There'll be videos tomorrow. I think we're rocking through Resident Evil tomorrow, so that should be fun. So stay tuned for RE3 tomorrow, and whoa, it's Bugsnax.